All right, let's do this. A little bit of Monica in my life. Gonna turn that up over there. All right, ready to go? Ready to get it done? Up, go. Screen share action. We're good to go, baby. Good to fucking go. All right. Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. And welcome to our wonderful new player, as we've all gotten to meet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Very excited to see you.
Hi, thank you.
Player number 6. We're gonna have a great time. Okay. We'll do a slightly extended recap for the sake of our wonderful new player. It is just the opening year of the era of heroes, as proclaimed by mighty Zeus after the death of his son Perseus some time ago, some years ago, and nothing of the great note rising thereupon after him. He proclaimed the era of heroes shall begin, for Perseus was his greatest son, at least mortal son, his greatest mortal son, and he would see such heroism emulated, resumed, and coming in new forms. All of the demigods of the land were invited by Hermes to come to the top of the mountain and prove themselves worthy of the acknowledgement of the Olympians. And so was it that the party members all found themselves kind of, most of them anyway, getting connected, talking, or becoming very famous up upon the mountaintop with their many deeds. And with that success and acknowledgement through the gods, earning great favor and also perhaps in some cases some disfavor. Ah, descended the mountain to try and find their to find a something worthy of myth, something for them to do worthy of myth. That seeming to come in the shape of traveling to Thebes alongside King Amphion and his younger brother Zethus to the great and famous city of Thebes, to be sort of hosted there and see what else could be done. Indeed, they did travel to that far southern realm, that city-state, where great tragedy befell. This is Greek mythology, baby, so you better believe there's going to be a hell of a lot of tragedy. And
Mhm.
great heroism as well, if you're not. Um, there, King Amphion's wife was the, a proud woman, having given birth to 14 children. It is a feat unrivaled by man and, in her eyes, by God either, and proclaimed herself to be even better than Leto, the goddess of one of them, a motherhood goddess of modesty who had 2 children alone, Apollo and Artemis, which are great children, but not 14 of them. A better mother there is not. And though the party did what they could to try and divert fate, it could not be. Apollo and Artemis descended, massacred her children. After her despair was at its thickest, turned her to stone. And only through the grace of the party was one allowed to live. The oldest daughter, Caloris, was allowed to live, which, in the aftermath of the political fallout, Candybus managed to save from the city from either the horrible fate of having to marry her uncle, forced into a marriage with her uncle, or being straight up killed by whoever the opposition is. And in the end, the party ended up not supporting Zethus to the throne, as Amphion did take his own life in his despair. Zethus beseeched the party to allow him to take the throne, being a son of Zeus, it's only right. And of course, the brother of Amphion, it's only right. But the party actually ended up, at the end of the day, siding with a newcomer by the name of Laius. Laius was apparently the son of the ruler of the old regime, and though there was some tomfoolery in there, maybe somebody, who could that be, tried to maybe take some power for himself in the end. Laius still got the upper hand and still was named King of Thieves, Thieves. And the party seems to have earned largely great respect from him, and gifts in the form of mighty war horses with all the finest saddling and tack that they could ask for. It is, of course, worth noting, very, very important worth noting, that it is unbeknownst to the wider world and even many of the gods, that this party is filled of individuals who are not bound by the tapestry of fate. Whatever they do, whatever happens, they are completely within their own control. And that might lead to great despair. That may lead to great destruction. That might lead to really cool shit. It's up to the party to decide what that means to them and how they decide to do that. It seems, for the time being, they've done all they can to kind of keep with the continuity that fate had planned, wittingly or not. But that might all change as their next vision lays to the southeast, a land called Crocopia, where apparently its ruler, a half-man, half-serpentine creature, has turned tyrant in recent years, and needs to be destroyed by great heroes, mighty. They were warned by Triptolemus, their mighty seer. Well, not their mighty at all, actually. They're quite blind and frail seer, but powerful seer, that, depending on their choices, great things may arise, great dooms may arise, great heroes and such. And we could come back to him, actually, because he said that he would take some time to review his visions and try and come to understand the truth of the prophecy behind it, and then reveal it unto you. And through the power of his prophecy, you're able to determine what is planned in prophecy. And thus, you care to follow that design, or change it to your own means. We shall see what happens in the session today. So, there is a first matter worth discussing. What the hell is your name, Amazon?
Vasaliki.
Vasaliki. Vasaliki, you're actually called before Laius in his jury, and you'd all be invited to the great feast after, the great celebration that Laius succeeded. You'd be sort of called before the stand, before his seat, in front of everybody. Very casual sort of drinking and partying and enjoying. The king has been named, and whoever's present wishes to be present, but he does call you ahead. He says, Vasaliki, daughter of Zeus, I would make a request, even a trade, with you if you would not mind. I'm led to understand that you possess now the bow of Zethus, if I'm not mistaken, yes? You're muted.
Did I pick that up?
Thrasius gave it to you.
Oh, Thyia gave it to me. Okay, that's right. Sorry.
You're welcome, by the way.
That's right. I hold the coward's bow.
Indeed. And such a coward, I think, deserves remembrance. And having claimed the city from him, I can't help but feel like I desire a trophy of my of this great success, and so would propose a trade to you. I understand that you were a good friend to the King Amphion. Now, I know the strings were destroyed, but the lyre remains true. And he waves, and the lyre of building, famously used by Amphion, will come forward. Again, the string's broken, but the rest of the lyre beautifully intact. So I propose a trade. Allow me to take the bow of Zethus to be hung in a place here in the palace, a symbol of my rightful rulership. Zethus having been defeated, you know. You, I'm sure, understand the importance of trophies of victory. And in exchange, I would grant you the magical lyre of Amphion, which famously built the walls here in Thebes. Does that sound like a fair trade to you, demigod?
You've got yourself a deal.
No. I mean, that probably actually does happen. And he will, take the bow of Zethus, and he'll have it hung up on the wall of the throne room right there and there. And present to you, which is actually a magical item, the lyre of building. You may add it to your inventory, but please note, it is damaged. It requires restringing.
Okay, cool.
You traded the bow and arrow for a lyre with no strings.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's about to become your problem because
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, so if I see Candybus about, I'll just kind of like very nonchalantly not make a deal of it, but could hand him the lyre building that needs rebuilding.
I see that. Well, I accept. I'll have to learn how to play 2 lyres at the same time.
Love it. Perfect. Yeah, well, it's all yours. I don't have much use for it. I destroy, I don't build.
You're more than just a destroyer.
Well, I don't want that caught up in my reputation. We'll put it that way.
Fair enough, fair enough. We are the stuff of legends.
That's right. Well, we did good work. I appreciate how you got Cloris. Oh my gosh. Cloris.
Clitoris? Is that what you just
said?
said?
I was going that direction. Oh man, I was like, that's not right. Cloris, I appreciate you got her out safely. That was no small feat.
That was my priority at the time.
Well done. Well done. Now we can enjoy the fruits of our labors, and she'll choose you.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, you'd all be like celebrating and be celebrated there. Yeah, so and I'll just ask is like, probably a night of revelry, drinking wine, celebrating the role of the new king, or to return to Thebes, and however you might feel about its respectfulness or whatever, this is kind of how things go, like how tragedy so quickly turns into a celebration, and that's, and you know what, I'll play to that in his speech. The new King Laius, alongside his wife, I gotta remember her name, but I'm forgetting it in the moment. But anyway, he raises
Jocasta.
Jocasta, thank you very much. Alongside his wife, Queen Jocasta now, who's very happy. Says, "Let us celebrate, everyone in these halls. Celebrate the glory of Thebes and a new age for Thebes. One that is prosperous as it was before, but one of piety and humility before the gods. It will be a land of safety, a land of security, and a land of glory. There is much to make us sad. There is much tragedy in the land, but not in Thebes these days. Let us celebrate the coming of a new age, the age of heroes, and the heroes who have risen within it. So to Thebes, to its prosperity, to the new era of heroes, and to the heroes within our own halls." And everyone sort of, "All right, cheers!" And then everybody sort of pours a little bit of their drink onto the floor for the gods, a little minor sacrifice in a party, and everybody will have a big drink. And you guys will all find yourselves sort of clapped on the back by various people, being the heroes of the Age of Heroes. Yeah.
They must have the stickiest floors.
Yes.
What a nightmare.
Yeah, you see the custodian over there with like a shitty 18 BC century mop.
Exactly, and I hail to the reign of King Laius.
We'll raise a cup to you, and everybody else will, "To the King Laius! To the King Laius!" Pour a little more of their wine on the ground. Have a drink.
So, King Laius, what do you first propose to do with the city now that it's yours?
Well, I'm excited to get to know her again. She's grown much since last I was here. But I think foremost, I would wish to rally the soldiers, the warriors, and take out into Attica and find those bandits on the road who would harry the passerbyers, see to it that they might travel safely to here and wherever it is they are going. It is my job not only to protect Thebes, but those who would wish to be here. That is, I think, where I start best.
And of course, not to forget the gods and the piety that you so promised.
Oh, fear not. All of the proper religious rites that will come with the coronation will be acknowledged, and any further building done will see to it that they have the blessings of Hephaestus, the blessings of Zeus and Hestia, and all will be well. Indeed. The gods will be honored with humility, great fear here in Thebes. And of course, glory and reverence. All of the great adjectives.
And I expect Thebes will prosper. I hope to return again one day and experience its glory.
Of course. And to that note, let us honor the gods now, here in this throne room, as I take to my throne. We honor Zeus, that he saw fit that the right king be led to his throne. We honor Hestia for the good food and the good hearth that we have here today. We honor Dionysus for the good wine that we found in the stores below. We honor many. We honor all. And we will certainly honor Athena, the goddess of heroes and tactics and good wisdom, to see that my rule be laced with that just so. Good wisdom. And everyone's like, oh, yes, good wisdom. And all the other shit you said, yeah. And everyone will have a drink, pour a little on the ground. But yes, very specifically, many praises, small rites, nothing too ceremonial. As of yet, there'll probably be like a more official coronation tomorrow. But many rites and many praises are given to the gods, absolutely. You praise Nike. Say, and we have victory to Nike and to Nike! And all is well. You guys have a journey tomorrow morning. King Last will say, and what of your travels in the morning you for? I heard it was your destiny to travel to the southeast. You mean to head for where, I wonder? To Elysius? Cracopia? Rauron?
We have heard of tales of a tyrant down in Cracopia. We might look to investigate there.
Very well. I wish you all the best, seating tyrants yet again in Cracopia. You're earning perhaps a bit of a reputation for dismantling improper kings, it seems. I heard that the great and wise but tired king in Thyia was found a new and worthy heir by your hand as well, seems to be the news.
King Pythia stepped away in his own time. It's not the same thing as with Zethus.
Oh, make no mistake, I mean not to say that the king there was a tyrant, by no means. The rule of King... What's your dad's name? Candybus?
Deucalion.
Deucalion, thank you. Because make no mistake, the reign of King Deucalion is a long and worthy one. I mean not to insist that he was any kind of tyrant. Simply that, when his time came, you ensured that the right heir was there to take his place. And same as here in Thebes, when the king here grew tired, you made sure it wasn't some fool who took the throne, and the, if I might say so, correct king found his way to his throne.
Feels like exactly. You could say that, certainly. I give him a wink.
And he says, well, as you go on to Cracopia, and you go to battle tyrants, well, I wish you the best of luck. He kind of sits back. He says, no, have you... Your group is quickly growing fame, at least in Attica. Have you thought of a name for yourselves? Because I have one for you.
I'm open to suggestions.
I don't know if this is all of you or someone else, but there has been whispers of this, of a group of individuals who do things such as you. Have you ever considered the Tyrannicides.
Tyrannicides. I like the name, but
Fun
every kid.
fact, above table, because we'll never learn this in game, but as a fun fact, the Tyrannicides were a real group of like assassins back in ancient Greece that did just that. They killed tyrants. They were like a serve in the dark to. They were like revolutionaries, basically, revolutionary assassins in ancient Greece.
Oh, that's
They
cool.
were very popular in Athens. Like they were basically like worshipped in Athens. So
That's
fun fact.
I like that.
And
Curious.
fear not, if you're not into that, they will become a faction no matter what.
Nice. I'll spread the name around, see what the others think. I like it. Although some kings might get more nervous if we come into town and thinking they are tyrants.
Oh, make no mistake. I'm sure at this point, kings are going to start to get nervous when you come into town. I mean, what do they say? One's a coincidence, two's a pattern.
Fair. And I'll go carry this name idea to the others.
Yeah. Well, they're present. The other 4 of you, or the other 3 of you. Just give it some thoughts. No decision need be made. I know that your group isn't fully assembled here. Maybe something to consider on the road to Thyia. Or, excuse me, to Cracovia. Candybus, you wanted to say something, my friend?
I just want to kind of suss out. Do these people realize I didn't actually help with the regime change?
Yeah. But you're part of the group, so they're like, yeah, Candybus, he's so great. So they don't know. In fact, I think to your perhaps great satisfaction, Candybus, you like you never seen it anything to do with Lias, but you have definitely seen like palace guards walking around, like talking as if they're like they've lost something that they've desperately been trying to find, like very quietly. They can't seem to find it.
I keep that to myself.
All right.
Yeah, as long as they're all still cordial, I'll go along with the festivities.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, nobody seems to suspect. Nobody's giving you any side glances. Nobody seems to suspect you at all.
Do I notice that Albard is nervous for some reason?
I would say I'm not nervous.
He doesn't sound nervous.
Okay.
So I'd say no.
Okay. Candybus. I've been suggested a name by the new king. What about
A name for us?
Yes. What do you think about the Tyrannicides?
Ooh. Sounds quite brute, don't you think?
True, which is why I like it.
I don't want to be known just for killing people.
Feels like
That's like the opposite of my thing.
exactly. Well, you're the well if you're known for people will be less likely to mess with you instead of simply thinking you're someone who only likes to sing. They'll know you as a great killer of tyrants.
I invite them to mess with me. That's my canvas.
If so you insist. Yeah.
I'm not crazy about the name, but anyone else is free and open to think that's what we should call ourselves. I think we need something with a little more heart. Perhaps here. We could just call ourselves the Fate Bringers.
That could be it. That is also good.
It's not necessarily outing ourselves as being faithless, but
Wait, what was that?
not another word.
You you hear the nostrils flare a little bit when you try to put your lips to your finger to his
Ooh.
lips, like.
I thought you knew. But yes, that is why we're so potent in these areas, because we are outside the reaches of fate. Perhaps we should have this discussion somewhere a little more private.
I'll get the others.
Oh, they already know. We all know.
Yeah. And he'll go assemble the others. Thyia confused by this singer's confusing words. As we'll go get the others.
All right. You get the other. You could only find the other two.
Okay.
Yeah, Fatebringers is sick. Honestly, I like Fatebringers. I like that.
Well, I'll get them all together so we can debate.
Well, let's not debate too long. We got a whole other adventure ahead of us and a new player. Hey,
Well.
Thysius, you assembled the whole party. What do you want to say to them?
Sorry. First of all, do we like the Tyrannicides more? Do we like Fatebringers more? Glory Forge, Divine Vanguard, Olympian Vanguard, Children of Glory, Heirs of Olympus. What do we think? Because I like Tyrannicides personally.
Is this something that we have to do right this moment?
Not necessarily.
See, this is what I am thinking. Personally, I like Fatebringers. I like that a lot because I don't want to be known just for killing kings. It's a good thing to kill tyrants, right? It's wonderful, but I want to be able to do other things, and Fatebringers is more in line with what we actually are.
I've been saying.
No, it is, of course. It is, yes. I mean, yes, of course. So I'm sure Vasaliki and whomever will want to have say, but like if I have to make a decision right now, easy. Candybus, as always, so brilliant.
I know we couldn't find Romulos, but
This place should have Temple of Aphrodite. It was love that was responsible for a lot of happened here.
Just like, but Athena is what brought us a victory, and in whose wisdom guides kings.
It's the King of Kings that guides the kings, my friend.
Ladies, please. This isn't a competition.
Says the lips of Aphrodite.
I am inclined to agree.
All of our chosen gods are equally as important. Or at least we all see it that way. I hope so.
Honestly, I spent most of time learning the death rituals because I have not done that before. I am still digesting this. So, shall we go?
Yes. I suppose. Leave the city now? Or wait until morning? Do you mean?
I think we leave the party now and then leave in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. Let us get on with getting on.
All right. Thrasius will retire after he pours a goblet out to Dionysus, the god of parties.
Yeah, so you guys go on for the night. You celebrate, you drink, enter sort of maybe a small haze of enjoyment. And as I've said many times, in ancient Greece, it is in bad taste to get like fucking fucked up. Like it's just not what the energy is at. It's considered like not polite, but it is to get into your wave is just fine. Nobody's got a problem with that. And with the way they water down wine, it is not too hard either. Like the wine will never sneak up on you. It's hard. You have to be really pounding wine for that to happen. So you guys enjoy some drinks, have a good night, celebrate the new king, celebrate your victory, and honor the gods. And maybe a time or two here and there, you might see a couple of partygoers bearing the face of good old Dionysus himself here and there, but it's probably just pure imagination. As the next morning rises, you will all get a long rest. Invigorated, having installed a new king who hopefully is going to do a good job. And also super duper on the sly, saved the princess from, and you know what? She's probably good. I mean, Apollo's like watching her travel, making sure she's safe on her way to her potential new husband, somewhere safe, somewhere very far away from Thebes, which will be good. And you guys arise, perhaps, ready for a journey to Crocopia. I'll say Vasaliki, you being the party's sort of scout, shall we say, the ranger, you are given direction in the form of, oh yeah, you take that southern mountain, travel up the north, take the mountain pass, and just keep going until you see a massive city on top of the mountain. And basically you're going to give you directions. You're going to have advantage on survival checks trying to get to Crocopia. Cool. So you all arise, the day comes. Is there any last things you'd like to do, get done in Thebes before journeying onward? Yes, Candybus.
Yes. Do I need to get more string?
Yeah, and I'd say you could procure that here if you wanted to.
Okay.
In the line.
Yeah, I'll get some string for the lyre. I do want to make sure I'm doing this right. When I won the Battle of the Bards, he gave me the Vain Virtuoso's lyre. It's violin, but it's a lyre.
Yeah.
That's a cursed item, right? I can't just unattune from it.
I mean, oh yeah. Let me go take a look at that.
I wasn't joking when I said, "Oh, I might have to learn how to play with
Yeah,
two-
boy,
two-
is it.
two lyres at once."
Yeah.
Mage hand.
Power is cursed.
Oh wait, do I have
A
that?
creature that you can see.
If I don't, I do have that. Oh,
Oh yeah, I don't know if we've been. Well, this curse doesn't. Like a lot of curses are force you to have to stick with it. This one doesn't specifically say that. It just says that like when you use your bardic inspiration, you take psychic damage equal to the number rolled on that die, and you lose faith in your own abilities.
Aw.
that's kind of a bummer.
It's,
Yeah.
this knife kind of sucks. So we haven't really played into that. I'm sure you've given bardic inspiration.
I haven't given any that have failed.
Okay, gotcha. Then I would say you still have this. You're just unaware of its curse because you haven't suffered any of its negative side effects yet.
Perfect.
Cool. So, and yeah, there's nothing. Oh, the curse will list if you're like, and it usually does say like, oh, you won't go away from this item. It doesn't say anything about that in here, so you're good. You can change liars. And
Okay, I don't have to like have it removed before I can.
No. It just, yeah, it only details the psychic. So you could just change it up if you want. So you are, as far as Candybus knows, he's unaware of any curse. There's been no strange behavior regarding.
Well, perfect.
Cool. All right. Anything else anyone wants to do? Oh, Candybus, if you want to restring the lyre, Why don't you give me an Arcana check, because this is a magic item and magical item repair, and we'll give you advantage because you are proficient with wires.
All right. Dirty 20.
Oh, easy. Yeah, you just spend the morning. You buy some new wires. You find the right wires. You don't find just any wires. You find the right wires, and yeah, you swap them out, and you're able to restring it and tune it until you find the right tones. And it's kind of cool for you because you've never strung a magic lyre before. So you string this one, you're like, it just sounds like a normal out of tune lyre, but the more you get into tune, the more you see like the actual like bricks in the wall next to you start to like almost like dance in tune to like the lyres. You pull it, and then when you find the perfect one, you almost feel like with each tone, like that brick might just come right out of the wall at your behest.
I ought to be careful with this and learn how to use it before I knock this wall down.
Yeah, you probably feel that way. You're probably like, oh, with this lyre, I have the power to build and destroy. Like as you walk down the halls and maybe stringing the lyre, playing like a little peaceful song, like you start to get attuned to it. And maybe that's you just kind of playing different songs, learning, okay, this tune is for tearing something down, this is for acquiring new raw material, this one's for building it up, and this is for this shape, this is for that shape, and the walls almost seem to I bet there's like a musical number, and like the walls are like dancing with you, and it's like, cool. And you attune to a fully repaired Amphion's lyre of building.
All right. Is that already made?
It's just called the lyre of building.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a solid item.
Yeah, okay. Sick. All right, I'm ready to go.
Very cool. That'll give you some clout, Candybus, because that's a recognizable lyre. People are gonna be like, "That's the lyre of Amphion," so that's kind of cool.
I'm sorry. Is Candybus done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. If we decide on the name Fatebringers, I will go to King Laius and tell him.
It doesn't sound like we have decided upon it.
Okay, no, we have not. Sorry.
We have to bring some more fate.
Party seems towards that, but let's not make decisions unless you did, and some misinterpreting. You guys were like,
Vasaliki say that she liked it. Did I miss this?
Well, my apologies if you guys are making a hard decision right now. Like, absolutely. Just wanted to be sure.
Perhaps we should wait for Romulos.
Okay. Well, in that case, if it was decided, and let's keep going on. Let's just say I did do that if we decided upon that in the future.
I mean, ultimately, it's up to the people.
Okay, so you pack up your stuff and prepare journey south. You leave, and you will be like celebrated by the warriors here, and you would see that the mercenaries that helped out Laius get his throne, or were hired to get his throne, they now wear the Theban colors. Oh man, there's one last detail I really wanted to put in there. Ooh, actually, this is perfect. I wanted them to be a part of it a little earlier, but there's so much lore I forgot about them. So here's what I'm gonna say. You guys are sort of like leaving the city and getting ready to go. And the mercenaries, and these skilled mercenaries who like took were better than the Corinthian honor guard, or excuse me, the Theban honor guard, like very skilled warriors. Before you go, there's like you maybe catch as you're poking your head through the door. Laius says, "To my mercenaries, I would offer you position of honor guard amongst thieves." And one guy at the front says, "Good king, no, we are more free men than that, holding ourselves to your palace and whatnot. We do love Thebes, and we do want it to make our home, but this isn't what we would. So I would ask if you might we find a place for us to rest our heads and build ourselves up, and become something new, something glorious in the name of Thebes, just not stuck in the palace. He goes, of course. What did you have in mind? And they kind of look around each other with some smirks of like, I've been thinking about this for a while, you can tell. And they say, let it be known then that today we wish to form the Sacred Band of Thebes. Oh, the Sacred Band of Thebes goes, well, and then they go on to describe, they're like, oh, Thebes was beset by this impiety. Let us stand as great warriors who understand piety and whatnot and fight for Thebes in this way and fight for the good of all. And essentially, you'll witness the birth of the Sacred Band of Thebes, which is one of the greatest fighting forces on the face of Greece, and will be a faction you can join at some point. But they're building that way. But they're cool. I just wanted to add that detail in. It was a little looser on the end. I was gonna have them like be more of a part of the city, but I got a little lost. But yeah, Sacred Band of Thieves basically is gonna be like the game's sort of paladin order, if you will. But we'll check in on that when they're a little bit better established, I'm sure, in the future. But for now, you witness the birth of the Sacred Band of Thieves. And they continue your journey down south to Cracopia. You mount your horses and prepare for the journey ahead. So with that, Vasaliki, would you like to do a survival check at advantage as you leave the city to the banging of shields and the hurrahs of the civilians?
13.
13. Yeah, that'll probably serve you well for today. This part isn't too hard. Go to the mountain. Travel to the east. So you guys will leave on horseback. Admittedly,
I greet the king goodbye, but yes.
Yep, the king waves you all goodbye. Come back some other time. Again, I'm sure people would notice, though he's not here, some very quick but tense glances between him and Romulus, like these wary glances, where he largely regards you all as, oh, thank you for helping me with my throne, but his eyes don't usually linger upon Romulus unless in, like, caution, shall we say. Okay, on Warhorse horseback, you guys are going to travel way faster as you travel down the road. So let's see how that goes for you. Okay. We're going to go to somebody else during this voyage to Procopia. My wonderful new play. We're going to come into your perspective. We've seen the partying, we've seen Thebes and all of that. And I want to come into you. So tell me about where your character's at. You're on the road, you're traveling, whether that is towards Thebes or past Thebes into the valley that will later be sort of inhabited by the Athenians, but for now, a couple of cities here and there. Where are you journeying? Starting me off with this, are you journeying east towards Crocopia or west towards Thebes?
East.
East, understood. And what, pray tell, is just journeying down the road? Why don't you describe to us what your character looks like physically to start?
He is a male elf with long, blonde, kind of golden hair. He's fairly tall, maybe like 6'3"-ish, 6'4". Not very muscular, but you could describe him as like kind of lithe. When you see him move, he moves with a certain kind of grace that you would expect of someone that is used to trying to stay hidden or moving in the shadows. He's usually quite aware of his surroundings. One thing you'll also notice is that one of his eyes is blue, the other is gold. He's wearing, standard studded leather armor, has bow and arrow on his back, and a short sword on his side, as well as a couple of daggers. He tends to have kind of a playful smirk on his face. Um, Fairly charming and cunning. Um, yeah, I think that's. Oh, and you see on it, you would swear that you see on his forehead, like it looks like a mark of some kind. You can't really tell what it is. Um, but perhaps if you see it in the full sunlight, you'd be able to determine what it is.
Right. You're walking around. You're walking in the direction of east, and you're kind of at the mountain pass. And as you're at the mountain pass, you're going to see a guy on the road. He's sort of sitting on a nearby rock, so you sort of approach. And he goes, hold up, stranger. You look like you've been traveling for a while. And if I may say, what excellent gear you have. You've really well equipped yourself. You must be quite successful.
Well, I've been traveling all my life. I've gathered things throughout my time.
Ah, and I'm sure you know how this goes. And you're gonna see some other gentlemen approach from the from behind rocks and whatnot. And you're gonna find yourself surrounded by about 5 bandits, including this guy. And they're all generally trying to look more scary than they probably actually are. They're probably pretty scary. Like, these are highwaymen, and they kill people for their shit. He says, leave all you have on the ground. Maybe we'll let you continue on to whatever sorry place you're going.
Now, I certainly wouldn't have gotten as far as I have, allowing every petty thug to take my things from me.
Oh, you wounded petty thug. Did you hear of that, gentlemen? And they'll kind of... I would think you would have survived being smarter than this. Last chance. Drop your shits. Maybe you can survive today.
I think I'll take my chances.
Yes, for it, boys. It isn't on us. Kill him. Roll initiative. Wouldn't it be awkward if I kill him?
17.
17. You are going to beat these guys in initiative by a margin of 1 point. You're just quicker on the draw than them. It was very much like a... and you're able to draw way faster. So we're just going to theater remind us a little bit. You basically have, like... We start to find us a map for the sake of the fun. But, yeah, there's 5 guys around you. All of them need killing. What do you do? Or teaching a lesson. Your choice.
So I'm gonna look at the leader, the one that has been addressing me, and he's gonna see that my golden eye glows. And when that happens, I'm bestowing upon him my evil eye. And doing that gives me advantage on attacks against him. Just him. And also, if I choose to, I can curse him in some way or the other, one way or the other. But for now, I think I'll just take the advantage, and then I'm going to attack him with my short sword.
All right. You give yourself some nice advantage, the evil eye, and you charge in. Go for it.
$16 to hit.
That will definitely hit. Roll some damage.
Okay, then. Okay, that is this plus sneak attack. So it's 14 total points of damage.
He says, get him, boys. And as his sword is still being unsheathed from the holster, you dive forward, your golden eye almost like aesthetically, like maybe like leaving a little trail as you go. And you just, quick as can be, insert your knife into his throat. He's like, his eyes go from that sort of cunning, kind of, stupid look, to shocked and then dead as he lays in a lump in front of you. And the other soldiers kind of, oh, like the other bandits kind of are like shocked by the speed in which you struck. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I think I'll just look at the rest of them and say, now's your chance to run.
Make an intimidation check.
It's only a 7.
Ugh, fuck that. He killed Dracolimus. Get him! They will run and would you? And I will say at this point, coming around the corner, is going to be 4 riders, and you guys come around the corner like, oh no, we should do something to help that. Oh no, he's got this. Oh shit! And the 4 of you will have a front row seat to the skill of Dolion. But yeah, they charge you up, Dolion. Is there anything else you'd like to do? You have a bonus action still, I believe.
I used the bonus action to cast the Evil Eye.
Right. All right, so they're gonna charge in. Oh! Swords in hand. They'll make some scimitar attacks. 19 to hit.
Yes.
All right, if he manages to get you, this will kill him for sure. Completely dead outright. That's 2 damage. A deep cut, but not for a demigod. Next one is a 15 to hit.
Nope.
No. Next one is a 16 to hit.
Meets it.
It beats it. That one's gonna be 6 points of piercing or slashing damage. And then the last one's gonna miss.
Okay.
So 2 blows managed to find you, and to a normal man, those would have taken somebody out. But to your demigod constitution, your strength, it is not nearly enough to take you down. It is your turn.
All right, then, whichever one kind of looks like he's now taking charge, I'll now give him the Evil Eye.
All right.
And then attack him with my short sword as well.
Cool.
So, with advantage. 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll.
All right, and then. Sorry, computer's just having.
Okay.
Okay. Quantity 3d. No, this is gonna be 3d6. So that is 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. He like grabs his arm. And he's got 1 hit point left, and he like sort of falls back. Get him, boys! Get him! And he disengages and he starts to run away. He starts to run east past you, not towards the riders, and will run past you. The other 3 guys, get him! Both guys miss as you sort of weave around blades with great skill. Yeah, all 3 of these guys miss. So you guys are watching this like pretty handsome looking elf, very gracefully, just like whirling around these razor blades, slashing at him, and then taking these opportunities and gutting them. Go ahead and make me. I assume you want. Yeah, go for it. Take another turn. You got 3 guys left.
Okay. It's the same process. Some guy gets the Evil Eye, and then I attack him. So advantage on that one. Good. 25 to hit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And 16 damage.
Yeah, that guy's done. And he falls down. He goes, "There's still 2 of us. We outnumber him. Get him!" They both miss.
Okay, this time I think I will just look at them again and give them another opportunity to flee. So I've taken out half your party. Do you really want to die this day?
Make an intimidation check. No.
It's
Not
another
really.
7. It's another 7.
Because you may be good with a blade, but you're not that scary for some reason. I'll tell you what, roll one more time. Take advantage. You have taken
Okay.
out half the fucking party.
Let's see. Dirty 20.
There we go. Yeah, they're like, fuck this, is not worth dying over. Ah! And they disengage and they run past you, and the one guy's like, like limping away, freaking out. The other two guys, they're like running away down the road, and he goes, "Oh, don't leave me, you bastards!" And they just go running, screaming off. And you sort of, I'm sure, like put your blade away, and my riders, you see the scene. You watch this elf who you might recognize in passing from Mount Olympus during the proclaiming of the age of heroes, the acknowledgement of the gods. Maybe just in passing might have recognized this individual. So know them to be a demigod and seem to carry themselves with the great skill of one. You know, took on 5 men by themselves with confidence.
I certainly recognize them from Olympus. I didn't speak with them or interact with them in any way, but they were kind of hard to miss.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, you look up to see them. Are you not entertained? Sorry.
I'll kind of step to the side of the road, because they're coming up on these giant horses, and allow them to either approach me or to pass.
That was some impressive skill you have with the blade.
Oh, thank you. I try my best not to have to fight, but when I do, I like to win.
Vasaliki, would you just like to describe what your character looks like?
Yeah, sure. She's a tall for a woman, I guess. She's, what did they say? I don't know.
5'8".
10.
I did say 5'9", yeah.
Wow.
So
Very
she's,
tall for an ancient Greek woman, absolutely.
yeah, so she's tall but very muscular, very well-toned arms and legs. She has a spear on her back and a javelin that kind of has like static electricity about it. Kind of, if you touch it, you kind of get the impression it might shock you a little bit. And she carries a bow on her back as well, and a shield. She wears studded leather armor as well, but in the traditional like Greek sense. So it's like the and Candybus, you told me the title. You told me what it was called ages ago, and I still can't remember because it's some crazy word. But it's kind of like the pleated belt, I guess. So and she's got resting bitch face like none other. So so when she speaks with you, it's not the kindest tone, but she was impressed by your skill with the blade, and so that definitely comes through. Oh, and she's got long brown hair, all braided back out of her face. I will share a photo in the chat. Yeah, she's pretty cool. I think she's cool.
Oh, can we see the minis? We got them in Tailspire?
Yeah, I'll pop up the minis. Dolion, I admit I'm not sure how to utilize the access code for your mini. So we might have to wait on those. But yeah, let me pop out those of you who do have minis, which is most of you. So this is, this is Vasaliki's mini. It's just kind of a placeholder.
Yeah, I haven't made my mini.
I think I sent you the access. I don't know what else I need to do, so if I need to give you more than that.
So if you go into Hero Forge and you do the little drop-down menu where it says like save, there's a share button.
Okay.
Yeah, just click the share button and then send it my way. But yeah, that's the placeholder I picked for Vasaliki, so I don't know what.
Well, I certainly recognize you from Mount Olympus. I've seen you around.
I'm glad I made an impression.
Of course. I remember all the hot people on Mount Olympus.
Which was
Leave.
all of them.
You flatter me.
You didn't remember me in Mount Olympus.
No, I didn't. Most apologies. That was my mistake. You're hot on the inside.
He just gives you this. He just gives Candybus this look.
Candybus, take inspiration for that roast. Roasting a symbol for this site.
Surely that should get me some piety.
Yeah, maybe.
From the aura around you, you must be a son of Aphrodite. Is that right?
You are correct.
It's her kind or her children are unmistakable, unforgettable.
I'm flattered by your words. I guess I should describe what Candybus looks like. He is also a elf, a bronze skin elf, blonde flowing hair and steely blue eyes. Carries very nice blue what is it, toga? Or are we wearing togas here? They're blue robes, and has a very distinctive, iconic lyre at his side.
Yeah, you would Dolion, roll me a pretty low DC history check.
Okay. Not my best stat. That's a 5.
Okay, you recognize that this lyre is like not a normal lyre; it's a magical lyre. But you've seen it before somewhere in some important place. You just don't know where.
God, his dumpy
Extreme
face.
close up.
That's what he looks like the whole time.
He's
so
never
jumpy.
any further away than that.
He's always right there.
I forgot
With
to
the
mention I'm a close talker.
with the lips and everything.
Thrasius, you spoke a little bit. Why don't you tell us what your character looks like?
Before you stands a nearly 7 foot, just under 7 foot tall minotaur with black fur and a white stripe down his face, that wears armor of with a shield and a shield with an owl emblazoned on it. You can feel the nostrils flare with this close up.
I've never met a Minotaur before, but clearly you've been blessed by Athena.
They've met. Feels like it is an honor to meet you as well, Dolion. Oh, I am the first Minotaur to be blessed by Athena.
I understand that many may fear you simply because of the way you look, but I've never bought into things like that.
Thank you. For all the troubles my horns do bring me, fear can be useful.
True. I found that those that look the most innocent tend to be the ones you really need to look out for.
Just like I look at Candybus.
What?
So, well, I was looking at what. Cool. What about our two stoics in the background? Do they have anything to say?
I was off screen and I just
Can't hear you, buddy.
can't.
You just sound.
You're a little low.
You're a little low.
I can hear you, but it's
Other stoic, your job.
I think your audio might be coming in through your webcam.
Okay.
There we go.
So what you see is another bronze-skinned, gorgeous elf. He has the beautiful flowing golden hair that he usually ties off in a little like short ponytail. He's well built, almost as if like his face has all these hard angles, almost like the angriest sculptor carved it from marble. And he doesn't smile much. You will notice that he carries a variety of weapons on his back and on his side. He stands. How tall did I make him? Like, I think I made him like 6'5" or something like that. Something like
Dude,
that.
in ancient Greece, that is a monster.
Yeah, so he's definitely taller than the average man, and his eyes pierce with this golden glint, and he seems to, as he notices you, regard you with a look of both like gauging who you are, your motivations and stuff. And also oddly reminiscent of a fighter trying to gain perspective on his potential next opponent.
I think that Dolion will kind of approach you with the same kind of wariness, maybe,
Mhm.
that you're clearly a powerful being. There's also kind of like a spark of familiarity. We look fairly similar to each other, so must have some common heritage. But I can tell that you maybe are thinking I'm a threat, or maybe that's your default position for everybody that you meet. So I'm going to stand non-threateningly, my hands not on my weapons or anything like that. And I'll just, acknowledge your presence, but I'm not going to like force myself on you in any way. Just let you kind of suss me out.
Yeah, and he acknowledges that you try to make yourself look non-threatening.
That being said, I did just kill a couple people.
Yeah, true. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he will just regard that, and I think he'll look towards the rest of the party's kind of reactions towards you.
Okay. Yeah, obviously there's more of you than me. So I am standing a little bit apart from you all just because I need to be able to run if I need to. But at this point in time, it's kind of leaning towards not having to do that.
All the while above the entire interaction is just Dolly and Romulos staring at each other, like silently for like 20 seconds straight. Gauging each other, it seems.
I'm sending a GIF right now.
In the meantime, What about you, Thyia? Any reaction from you, or just a physical description?
If Romulus looks like he is checking you out or snuffing you out, like Thyia looks,
I mean, we all are.
yeah, Thyia looks like either she's decided you are not threat, or that she's not particular. Maybe she's a little butterfly in head, not paying attention, but she does not seem like she is particularly worried about you in any kind of way. She's sort of maybe looking out for, or there's maybe some greenery over there that she seems to kind of be half peering at, but she is biggest bitch you've ever seen in your life. If she were to get off the giant black horse with big black feather on it, I can send a picture of what he looks like. But she is a full 6 feet tall, and where Vasaliki maybe looks like bodybuilder, she is like sleek. The Thyia looks more like power lifter, like she has thighs like tree trunks, yeah, and big shoulders. And she's not fat, but she's not like you don't look at her and go, uh, oh, she definitely doesn't eat carbs, you know? Like she's like you do not get that point from her. She has dark olive skin and dark eyes, and her hair is big bushy, right? So a lot of it, and it is kind of just sort of everywhere. And she wears a leopard across her skin with jewels in the eyes, and it almost looks like it is biting her shoulder. She randomly takes a sip of something off of flask and will look at you and be like, "Oh, yeah," and then it was just like, "Oh," and then she goes kind of back to peering off in the woods.
Yeah, it's kind of, I think, Dolion's preference to be unnoticed or underestimated when noticed. It serves his purposes the best for kind of the way he has moved through the world. But I think if it's fair to say that I was maybe at that party that Dionysus was hosting, so I saw you in action. So I'm aware of your abilities and know that your nonchalance toward me is not because you are incapable. Um, but I nod to you politely as well. Realize that you have little to no interest in me at this point in time.
Quick question. How tall is Dolion?
He's like 6'2", 6'3".
Got it. Cool.
Yeah. But he's definitely more on the like swimmer's build type strong instead of barbarian type strong.
Yeah. Got that elven
Yeah,
lithe
exactly,
strength.
yeah.
Got you.
He's built best for running through shadows, not leading the charge.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, go ahead, Candybus. You're muted if you're just,
So we've all introduced ourselves now. We got one more seat here if you want to join us.
Well, as you can see, traveling alone has its dangers. You have to deal with the idiots like I just dispatched, but yes, I'd welcome the opportunity to travel with a group such as yours.
It appears we're heading in the same direction.
Correct. Yes.
Where are you headed?
Just generally east. I'm a roamer. I go wherever my feet take me. I don't really have any specific plans, but that also lends to finding the best opportunities.
Well, an opportunity is perhaps before you, because we go to slay a great serpent beast and could use your sword on our side.
That sounds like something I might be interested in. I've had my share of dealing with tyrants, and I very much despise anyone that takes advantage of anyone else.
Then it's settled. By the way, I've changed my name. I changed my mind on the party name. I think we should be the Hot Elves.
Yeah.
Do-
I like
Do I look like an elf?
Hot Elf and Friends.
I like the other better. I am also not elf.
We're still workshopping it.
We're more than half elf, so that's gonna count.
Thrasius, Thyia, and the Hot Elves.
Oh, great. Can
As-
I make an insight check of Dolion? I gotta make sure we're not bringing someone bad into the group.
How could he be
Alright.
bad? He's hot.
Okay. Make an insight check here.
May I also make the check?
No, Vasaliki asked for the check. She can do it herself.
21.
21. Dolian, I'm gonna leave this to you, but I will simply say, like, this isn't mind reading, right? So maybe like give Vasaliki a sense of like what kind of vibe Dolian just gives off. Just surface level, nothing too deep, but still pretty explanatory of like what kind of person Dolian might seem from the way he has spoken, the way he has acted, the way he seems.
Okay. So I think I said that he kind of always has this like low-level smirk on his face. So my body language has been positive. I've been open to you. I've not been threatening in any way, and am intrigued about your group. I guess you don't know me at all, so you don't know that I tend to be an honest person. But if you were reading me like for the first time, you would feel that I was being truthful to you. Like my body language is matching what I'm saying.
Yeah, great. Perfect. Thank you for that. She doesn't do anything. She just wanted to. I felt like that was the responsible thing to do. A little insight check. Well, should we
So-
carry onward?
We're off then.
Who should I ride behind?
You can stay
Candybus
close to me.
pats the back of his horse.
I'll hop
I'm
up on the
sorry,
back
do you
of your
have
horse.
you okay, yes, of course.
Very classic. Yeah, you can always ride with over here. Yes, perfect. Yes, with me, of course. All right, fantastic. Dolian, hey, you got yourself a ride. A couple of, and, these guys are pretty. They're pretty capable up on that mountain. The most of them.
Mhm.
It's like pretty big act of charisma right there on your part. That's pretty good. That was a pretty decent persuasion check. Hey, adopt me and give me every opportunity to be famous. Thank you. All right, beautiful. So you mount up. Luckily, you guys are on war horses, which move twice as fast as your feet do. So, as usual, the dice have decided that you guys are way too cool to be worried by any stupid encounters. Why would you deal with anything to possibly slow you down in your travels? That would be silly. So no, you guys are going to travel on. The roads will be completely safe. You're like, I don't know what Kalias was talking about, all the dangers of the road. I don't think I've ever had any dangers on the road in my entire existence.
The dangers are scared of us.
Or just that, yeah. They're like, oh yeah, right this way, my lords. But yeah, you guys travel on, and you guys will be coming to the city of Cracopia as soon as we get back from our break, because we're getting close to about half. So seems like a good time. We'll be back
Awesome.
in like 15 minutes.
Awesome. And when we go in, let's not announce we're going to overthrow the Serpent's King.
Or do. I mean, fuck it.
Tell him
Who
to
would
his
ever do that?
face.
Who would ever do that? Thrasius.
Yeah.
Yeah, who would ever
Was
do
that
that?
was that a note to yourself, or was that like a broad thing? What was?
That was a broad thing to everybody. Just
Oh.
saying.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All
Interesting.
right.
All right.
Sure, interesting.
Okay. Mhm. Hey, Taylor.
What's up?
You know what level this campaign goes to potentially?
I assume 20.
Like potentially, it's possible. There are gods involved, so hey.
Yeah, I didn't think there was going to be a cap.
Well, I mean, we'll find out.
Most of
We'll find out if we all die.
Most of Ryan's campaigns go to 20, if not all.
Speak for the devil himself.
Donime. Donema. Donime.
I actually sent you an updated link for my mini. I changed this outfit a little bit. He looks a little too formal, I think.
Oh, sorry, you couldn't hear me, Dolion.
Oh.
Yeah, I was talking. I didn't unmute myself. Yeah, sorry. I already purchased the mini. If
okay.
you want to update the mini, you're more than welcome. I would just say it costs $8, and that's what I do with everybody. Is like, if you ever want to update your mini, go right ahead. It's just gonna be like the little $8 expenditure, but the first mini's free.
Okay, then I might do some more cosmetic stuff on it before I settle on it.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll stick for now.
But it looks more or less. I mean, the features are the same. It's just really the clothing that's changing.
Yeah. Also, you gotta have bronze armor. We're in the Bronze Age, my friend.
I do hope to one day maybe ask Hephaestus if he can't make me heavy armor.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll do that. Maybe. He's a busy guy, man.
If that's the case, then that changes things.
Oh, we don't do heavy armor in this game. What am I talking about?
There we go. That's what I was waiting on.
There we are. I was like, he knows how to. He just won't do it.
Right.
Like we all know Hephaestus knows
Prometheus
how to make a gun.
debacle.
Yeah. Like I know how to make a gun. No, I'm not giving it to you. I'm the god of crap, man. I know how to make a nuclear bomb. I'm not doing it though. All right, shall we get to it, friends? Cool. Yeah, what's the god you don't want to piss off? Maybe the god who create guns 2,000 years before they're invented.
Who would ever do that? Candybus.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I love that Candybus fully sticks to his guns. He never did anything wrong. Doesn't know what his problem is. We're in good terms. Everyone shut up. I love it. I think it's hilarious. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready to go to Crocopia, whatever this fucking place is called?
I'm ready.
What is this stupid place? Crocopia? What is it? Who knows?
Cornucopia.
Crocopia.
Before we get to the city, can you remind me? Well, so in my notes, I put there were rumors that it was like a wise scholar loved by the gods, and others are saying it's a terrible tyrant. Is that true? Is that the same serpent?
The same words have been said about the same individual. Yes.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
welcome to ancient Greece, where nobody fact checks anything. It's just all rumor and gossip.
Gotcha. Well, I will
Huh.
remind the party of this, and our newcomer, Dolion, I'll tell him that, perhaps there's a chance. There's diplomatic measures we could take here. But I just remembered that. I wanted to make sure the party knew too.
Cool.
Good job, Will of Zeus.
So you're saying not to go in guns blazing. I don't know where that term comes from.
What is that?
Guns.
There are
like it.
these, and he flexes his knot muscles. He's got really, really skinny arms.
Hey,
He says that
Candybus,
next to the Minotaur.
Your arms were pretty skinny when you started this adventure, but now at level 3, you're noticing a little bulk on there. Like, you're not a Hercules or anything, but it's getting bigger. Your arms getting bigger.
Yes,
right.
these are my
Beautiful
guns.
muscles.
It's all that strumming you've been doing.
Oh, he does plenty of strumming.
Yeah.
You don't want to see me flex my fingers.
All right. Yeah, and as a reminder, your progression through each level seems to be making you look a little bit more like a Greek god, frankly. With every level, your muscle tone grows, the sharpness of your appearance grows, the blemishes on your skin begin to disappear. Something about as your power level grows, so too does your beauty, it seems. For the love of the gods is linked to beauty. But anyway, let us move forward. It's time to go do something completely different. Let's see here. This is the one. Gotta change that music. This is some hoity-toity bullshit. Alright, here we go. We can do better. We can do better than this one. No, I can do better than that one. We can do better than that one. We can do way better than that. Okay, we're going back to this one. This one's a good one. All right.
This gives me Assassin's Creed vibes.
Probably because it's from Assassin's Creed.
I know your struggle.
Oh, fuck, I gotta change it now. They know. No, it's all good. You all, oh. No, we'll do this later. But anyway, you guys ride in, through this long valley until you finally come to probably one of the most well-formed acropolises you have seen. It isn't, wipe from your mind the any images of the Acropolis you may have seen of Athens. This is far less superior to what we would know in the modern day, and yet still superior to what you've seen probably in the most of the Greek world. What largely stands on the top of the mountains is a natural stairway that leads to the top. Foundations have been laid, and there is a single, by our standards small, by their standards, pretty decent, and very beautiful statue that's sort of a little blimp, a little pinprick, sort of at the top of the mountain. And surrounding it is a big, beautiful city. One of the nicer cities, in fact. It definitely, it gives Thebes a little bit, except the Acropolis is much bigger than what you found in Thebes, or at least the potential of what it could become is. Only a small fraction of the space on the top of the mountain has been utilized so far and built upon. And down below, around the base of the mountain, is a thriving city. Marble terraces, olive terraces, and lots of serpentine iconography. It is a place that is full of people. There's seems to be signs of where festivals may have taken places, thriving markets, as you sort of ride through town on the back of your horses. You heard of this place of tyranny and maybe didn't know what to expect, but it's, there's no clear signs of evil or anger or terror here, at least not as far as you can see. Not on the surface, anyway. You ride in. Yeah, like I said, snake iconography everywhere. There are totems, carvings, scales inlaid into marble statues. Streets are patrolled by bronze masked guards wearing serpent crests. Let's see. There are shrines to the gods, as far as you can see. You do see shrines to Athena, shrines to Poseidon, to Hermes. As you make your way through the Agora, you would hear Agora being the sort of like the center of town where people come to meet and talk and share news. You would see that there is a couple of fading heroic cults, and you guys would know what these are. Heroic cults are basically, they're cults of worship that have risen up around not gods but heroes and worship those heroes as like great ones. The most prominent in the Greek world being the hero cult of Perseus, but there are some others that seem to be like, people are kind of ignoring, clearly fading into obscurity, talking about individuals you've never really probably heard before. And there are public murals depicting, let's see here. You would see this figure, this serpentine-like figure with the lower body of the snake, the head of the snake with the torso of a man, seeming to be mediating and disputing with gods, the Greek gods. Poseidon, Hermes, Athena, seems to be in mediation with these gods, that this great leader of this city has spoken and mediated with the gods themselves. True or not? Probably true, right? But here you are in the city. You probably arrive into the city stalls, which they have, which is a really great facility to have. Tons of facilities here. And all of you can drop 5 silver for the maintenance of your horses, which will include their feeding, so you won't have to spend any feed in there as long as they're being stayed here. But remember to spend that 5 silver each day. I'm going to double check the price on that. But yeah, you have arrived at this late hour. It is growing to be nighttime. You rode all day and you finally got here. And as the sun is setting, you have arrived at Crocopia, a surprisingly well-to-do place. But the only thing that seems out of place, I would say, is just the air of tension. You see people walk around the streets, talking to each other in hushed tones, avoiding the guards. While there's nothing obvious on the surface that says that anything's wrong here, you can feel the air of dissatisfaction, of tension, of just people on the. There's energy here, and not necessarily good energy. That is what you see as you enter the city of Crocopia. What would you like to do? And as a quick note, stabling is 5 silver a day. So yes, 5 silver a day to stable your horses.
I will go speak with the stable master.
All right. He goes, oh yes, oh shit. Kind of backs up, with his hands up as he sees you.
Greetings. Are you the stable master?
No. I'm just a stable hand. Yes.
Could you?
He's on his lunch. You should not hurt the stable hands.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm lashing my horse here for a while. Here's 5 silver. I give it to him, like,
His hand shakes as he takes the silver from you, and he looks through, and he's surprised to see that there is 5 silver inside. He goes, "Oh, thank you, mighty Minotaur. Thank you. I promise we will take good care of your horse. You have my assurances. Please don't be angered. If nothing will go wrong, I swear."
Thank you. I might ask. I am new to the city. Why are there so many snakes?
Because of the leader of the city, the king. He doesn't like to be called king. Well, he does now. But anyway, the king of the city, he's half snake, half man.
But how long has this been? Is this recent? Is it?
What do you mean? Our leader?
Yes.
Oh, he's been here as long as Crocopia has been here. Which is to say, quite a while. They say that the gods have blessed him with long life.
I see. Is there anywhere else I might learn more of the city?
You could go to the Agora. There are many people who speak at the Agora. I'm just a stable hand. Yes, stable hand. That's all.
I thank you. I thank you. I give him a nod and leave my way to go tell the others.
He breathes a sigh of relief that he wasn't killed immediately by the horrifying Minotaur as he returned to the group. And maybe some of you watch on with varying levels of amusement as the guy's like in the back corner being just politely more or less talked to by your people. Fear is a powerful tool.
Then we should go to the Agora.
First the Agora, and then to the king himself.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, let's see here. So you enter into this thriving but uneasy city, and you find your way and find your way to the Agora. And the Agora is, as I said, surrounded by shrines to Athena, Poseidon, Hermes, and you make your way around to speak to the people there. Anybody who wants to look around for news, is there anywhere specific you want to go, or you could just roll a general insight check if you want, or investigation, insight or investigation.
Yeah.
Insight.
I speak with the nearest hot person.
All right. Okay. Who is this hot person? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I know who you talk to. You see this one woman, and she stands out. She's gorgeous. She has, long raven black hair, really, really nicely done. She's clearly, a noble. You can immediately tell a noble from the common rabble, usually by their hair. This woman's beautiful. She's well-dressed. She's not dressed like a queen or anything like that, but still very well-dressed, and, she has a couple of handmaidens and sort of attending to her. Maybe a handmaiden and a guard. So she's clearly someone of importance, and she's lovely, and she has these wild, beautiful eyes, but she's also elegant. You're like, oh, I've immediately found the hottest person in the city for sure.
Excuse me, ma'am. I've noticed you kind of stand out in this crowd. What brings you here?
She turns to you, and she looks at you with and her eyes are just black. She has, to be clear, she has the white of her eyes, but her irises carry no colors, which is just really dark brown, almost black eyes. But like I said, long flowing, nicely done. She's got a little band of gold in her hair, nice earrings that dangle all the way to her shoulders. And she says, "Well, I came to take stock of the Agora. I know this is supposed to be a place for men, but I've never been one to abide by these silly social standards. I go where I please. And who are you? You are not like the rest."
I am the Lips of Desire.
Lips of Desire. I've heard of you. They say that you are loved by Aphrodite, like her own son. If not her own son, the legend somewhat change from person to person.
This is true. I have been blessed in many ways, but most of which being of the lineage of Aphrodite.
Ah, so you're a demigod of Aphrodite. Some say you're her lover.
It depends. Depends which story you're buying into.
I care little for stories, only the truth.
Well, there is a kernel of truth in every story.
Ah, you are adventurous. A pleasure to meet you. I am Medea.
Adia. Well, what do you make of the people in this agora? You were here to take note?
Oh, well, there is much. Why don't you walk me about the Agora and I'll tell you all the tales of Athens, and you might tell me the tales of your exploits.
My pleasure.
And she'll sort of like lace her arm with yours, and she should say, I should tell you up front that I am a married woman. Legend of your virality has spread far and wide, and I want to be clear about my loyalties.
Suit yourself, but that's never stopped me before.
And she chuckles at that, but seemingly ignores it. And says, well, what is there to say about the city of Crocopia? It is ruled by the great king, Crocops, half man, half serpent. Some say he's a philosopher, some say he's a tyrant, some say he's dined with the gods, some say that he's learned from them. Who could say? But all that I know is that the city here, well, the people are not at ease. They are not at rest. Riots break out every other day these days. The guards meander around with their faces covered, almost ashamed of their own duties, one might say, or perhaps diabolically looking over us like centuries of some horrible tyrant. It doesn't do well in Cracovs. He has let us well in the past, but it seems no longer. It seems people are dissatisfied.
Well, perhaps we must meet with this king and see which of the stories are more true than the others.
Oh, you will have a hard time. He takes very few visitors these days. You see, he is well guarded and has hidden himself away in paranoia, it seems, by the people, a weakness it feels like, and my husband does all he can to keep the peace in the city.
Your husband?
Indeed, Aegeus, the heir apparent.
The heir of the city?
Indeed, some years ago, Crocops recognized my husband's wisdom and decided that he should become king, which is of course the reason why I married him.
Very interesting.
But in these days, it seems that he'll only take... Crocops will only take counsel with a few, including my husband.
Well, perhaps he can put in a good word for us.
I wonder, why are you here? Are you here to align yourself with Crocops? To show him the light? To defeat him in battle? Claim his throne?
It's hard to say. Honestly, we would have to meet him first and see exactly what kind of king he is. We may very well just do nothing at all.
I'll be interested to see what you do. There are many choices, and many people who need help. The city is broad with many problems. Perhaps in making a name for yourself here, the king might be forced to have to see you.
And what would you like to see me do?
Nothing specific, but I will be watching. Carefully watching. Your arrival here heralds change at the very least. They say every city you go, kings seem to come and go.
Some might say it's coincidence, others might think it's fate, but who's to say?
Only the fates can know.
You would think.
Why should I think different?
Reason enough.
She looks at you like a puzzle she's putting together. Well, you've been so forthright with me, maybe I can tell you a little bit of the specifics of what might be done around the city if you care to know. I can tell you this, there's much going on. I know that the Temple of Athena has recently lost one of its priestesses. It's been... Nobody knows what's happened to her. Kidnapped, ran away, nobody's really sure, but the priests are looking for someone to get her back. There are a number of renegades in the city that the guards have been trying to seek out, who have been inciting riots and strictly are against Krikop's rule after his recent levying of higher taxes upon the people. You see, they don't just dislike him because he's hidden himself away and installed these bronze-masked serpent guardians over the city, but indeed, he has made the coffers of the common man quite depleted. It's unfortunate.
How long have
Regardless-
these
Oh, please.
So- how long have these masked guards been parading about?
About a year now, I would say. Things have degraded, slowly at first, and then more so. They say Krikops, the great king, has grown cruel, along with paranoid, and very withdrawn, as I've already said. Public festivals wane, and whispers spread that his voice is not a will of his own. Some people hold on to hope that something has happened to him, it's forced him to change so dramatically, but others think he's just showing his true colors.
You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad. A sentiment, apparently, that I carry with many. Well, good luck with whatever it is you do. And just in case you wanted to spend some time with these upstarts, they call themselves the Sons of Harmodius. They are very young, and the guards seek them voraciously. I'm sure that, of course, is of no consequence to you being law-abiding citizens. I'm sure you will be.
Naturally.
Naturally. And with that, she'll sort of unlink her arm to you and say, well, my husband would be wondering where I ran off to. I better go calm his nerves, because I'm sure he's had a very busy day keeping the city together.
I'm sure this won't be our last meeting.
Somehow, I believe that. Tell your... She looks past you to your companions. Tell your companions that I spread with you my hospitality in my home. I'm sure my husband would be very interested to meet such great king usurping heroes. Excuse me, not usurping, throne liberating.
I totally get what you mean.
Excellent. I can see that I don't have to mince words with you, Lips of Desire. A good evening to you.
Alright, I'll return to the party.
Alright. We'll come around to everybody else, because I know there's other insights rolled, and there might be other information to be learned. Who else wanted to go seek information from someone specifically, or have insight rolls? I'll prioritize the specific people. There might be specific information. Thrasius, where...
Romulus goes first.
Okay, Romulus, what was your plan?
I'm gonna roll. I'll roll investigation.
Right.
That was almost a 5. That'll be a 19.
19. 19. Let's see here. So you're going to hear a lot of what Candybus said. You're going to hear about this missing Athenian, or excuse me, this missing priestess of Athena. You are going to hear that there is a festival coming up tomorrow, known as the Drowned Festival, that is meant to be sort of in tribute to Poseidon. You will, because you rolled so well, I'll also give you the Sons of Harmodius. You hear about them as well. That they are this secret underground sort of like revolutionaries, rebels who oppose the king sort of openly, and they're considered like, you know, terrorists, you know. They're
As the ruling regime usually does.
Exactly. So the people seem to like them, but would never be caught aiding them publicly because they're hunted by the king and his guards. Let's see. Let's see. Anything else? You also hear that the king has become cruel and recluse, and the taxes, and so you learn a lot of what Candybus has learned. But the unique one was the what did I say there? The Drown Festival. You learn about the Drown Festival.
The Drown Festival?
The Drowned Festival.
Drowned.
Drowned, like I'm drowning.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Who else?
I think I'd like to go to the. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you said a little
Okay.
distant, but yeah.
I'd like to
Can you
go
turn
to
the music down a little bit, Ryan?
Yeah.
To the Temple of Hermes.
Absolutely, go to Temple of Hermes. Sorry, that's me turning up my volume because my volume button doesn't work. Okay. You're at the Temple of Hermes. You walk in, and like any other temple, it is a fine temple with the sort of marble columns around it. And as you enter into its interior, less of an altar and more of the statue representing Hermes himself. There are many offerings laid at his feet. Priests who wander here and there, and it is a fine temple to his power.
I'd like to. At least, do they have things that I can purchase to make a sacrifice?
Yeah, absolutely. They only offer really like basic stuff, but that would be like a bird, which you can like sacrifice its blood on the altar and so on and so forth, like a small bird.
Okay, then I'd like to purchase one of them and make an offering to Hermes and ask if, given that he's the messenger of the gods and that he is, all communication seems to flow through him, if anyone or any of the gods has found disfavor with the king here for some reason.
Okay. You make the sacrifice, you pray to Hermes, and you ask for his guidance about the favor of the gods towards the king himself. We'll see if that turns anything up. The signs are, you yourself not being a cleric, a little difficult to interpret the signs, and sometimes the signs aren't always immediate. Despite the gods being much more prominent and prevalent in the lives of people, unlike other things, it still is a matter of faith, and they are busy gods. So maybe you'll catch a sign at some point. You gotta keep an eye out.
Other than that, I think I would just meander through the marketplace and keep my ears open in case something interesting is said.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll travel to somebody else. Does somebody else want to go in for news, insights, something? Thrasius, I know I heard from you earlier.
I would check in at the Temple of Athena.
All right, you make your way to the Temple of Athena. Hey, what's a good demigod who shows up in town and finds his way to church? I mean, that's a good religious boy right there. We love that. Yeah, you find your way to the Temple of Athena. And it's a fine sanctuary, a very, very well-built, respected sanctuary. Lots of room for growth. And this is the Temple of Athena Polis, sort of like meant to represent sort of Athena as sort of like a governess, as the protector of like cities and government and polis and all of that thing. So less of a warrior aspect and more of like a
Ruler.
prosperity of the city, so to speak.
Okay.
But yeah, you arrive here and you see the big, beautiful statue of her.
I'll do the same as Dolion did and try to make contact with Athena. Did Did the king piss any of the Olympians off or something? Or
Understood.
saw it there.
Go ahead and both of you mark off, we'll say gold. We'll say that's like a basic offering as a gold to purchase a bird for sacrifice. And we will see, yeah, the gods demand blood. Blood is their sacrificial offering. Yeah, and we'll see if anyone receives a vision tonight. That is like the main way when you have like favor to access the god is in your dreams. Through the power of Morpheus. Excellent. I don't believe I've heard from Thyia or Romulus. Oh no, I heard from you, Romulus. Thyia, I didn't hear from you. Is there anything you're interested in?
Yes, so I think Thyia would want to look for Temple of Dionysus.
Understood.
However, as she approaches, she wants just to take note of where is that temple by? Like, who is he hanging out by? Is there theater? Whose temple is the theater by? You know, just getting the idea that her father is literally in everybody's business, but she's just kind of,
Yeah.
observing before, talking to him with wow.
Yeah. Absolutely. I would say like there's probably like there's temples, the major temples, and this is very anyway. So you would certainly find probably like a shrine to Dionysus. There's probably a place of worship for every god, but then there's like temples for people who like really there's some really big gods. And there's certainly like an amphitheater, which would be considered sort of, as usual, the domain of Dionysus. Isn't specifically, but there's no specific places of worship other than like a small shrine here or there in different places of the city, along with many of the gods like Zeus himself.
So she will absolutely buy a bird and make sacrifice, but her prayers are very much the babbling of everything she's noticed about where he is and how surprised she's like, I did not expect to find you in the funeral with the grief and such, and so just like a kid does.
Yeah,
That's all.
absolutely. Yeah, no, that's totally great. Yeah, you just kind of maybe less like a request of information like the other two, just like you kind of have like a personal chat with Dad, and that's great, and we love that. Take inspiration. You're not asking for anything. You're just keeping up a relationship with Daddy-o. It's great. We love that.
And then if time allows, she would maybe go find a place to restock brewing supplies.
Brewing supplies. Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
see how they're doing their brews. Maybe she learned something. Maybe they do something interesting in the way they make their liquor here.
Yeah, absolutely. Brewing supplies, easily done. In the markets, you certainly find like whatever you require, whether that's the supply kit itself or like the raw materials. If you ever wanted to like make something, we can say, but yeah, you go and look around the markets. And like I said, it's a thriving city. Like the mercantile is very expansive, and clearly there's like a really healthy like import-export system where they're like, oh yes, barley and grapes from the city of whatever nearby. And I'll tell you what, maybe something you learn in sort of engaging in trade is that, like I said, probably more than, frankly, any other city you've come across so far, Crocopia has probably the best import system of them. I mean, you've never been to Mycenae. You don't know if they're better or what, but at least as far as you've personally visited, it seems that there's like 3 to 5 nearby villages or cities that like actively are in alliance under Crocopia and like import-export with them kind of thing. And so there's a thriving market here. It's probably one of the best markets you've seen. So you certainly purchase whatever you want. And it is a late hour, so if anybody wanted to find a taverna to post up at for the evening, or Vasaliki, did I get anything from you? Did you say anything you wanted to do?
Yeah, I did want to go to the Agora and make like an insight
or investigation check to see what I can find.
Yeah, go ahead.
18.
18. All right. What do you get? What do you get? What do you get? Okay, you learn a couple things. I think the most interesting thing you learn is that the Athenian, or the Oracle of Athena here, so the Thyia, she is a serpent oracle. She is not. She's similar to Krikops in that she is like a half woman, half serpent individual, but she is apparently a very well respected oracle here in Krikops. It's probably their primary sort of best old Pythia in the city, kind of, in fact, considering there's no Temple of Apollo. What else do you learn? Apparently... Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Apparently this Serpent Oracle provides sort of like challenges to prove their worth there. Like before Athena. Sort of prove their wisdom and perhaps battle like combat skills and so on and so forth. You would also learn that woman that Candybus was speaking to, that she is Medea, the wife of the heir apparent Aegeus, who only recently married Aegeus in the last like year and a half to a year. Very recently married. Or, yeah, a year and a half to a year.
Okay. Great. Yeah, I would. You said it's getting late, right?
Yeah, it's getting late at this point.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll turn in.
Okay, cool. You guys all kind of get off your horses and go your separate ways just for a hot minute, you know? Get in the city, buy some stuff, pray to the gods, so on and so forth. And you eventually all meet up, I imagine, maybe at like an Agora-side taverna, which tavern and inn, basically. And you walk in there and you like sit down, and as the Greeks do, sit down for like a nice dinner. Again, they have a very nice service here, and anyone can nice service of food. So anyone can mark off, well, how much is it going to be for, this place is going to be, to stay here and get food is going to be 3 gold, which is steep.
Yeah.
Which is very steep. You guys are like,
Especially,
yeah.
I was just gonna make a smart ass comment. We haven't made any money this campaign.
I will camp. I will go camp. It's fine. I'm fine outside.
You can also find a cheaper tavern too, as well.
I will
This is
pay
like-
the snake tariff.
I will pay the snake tariff. There it is. And you have, by the way, made money. It just came in the form of giant warhorse that you could sell if you wanted to. But yes, if anyone wishes to like find their way outside the city and like camp under the stars, or find a cheaper one, because this is basically like the high district. This is like the aristocratic district. So getting the tavern off of the Agora is pretty expensive. But if you wanted something cheaper for the night with a meal, you're probably looking at more like $1.50 gold. So 1 gold, 5 silver a night.
I'm willing to
I
sleep
will
out.
still
under the
go
stars.
out. Yeah, that's fine.
that's
I
fine.
will go camping.
I will as well.
Excellent. All right. Arrived in the city, immediately homeless. The big city gobbled you up, spat you out.
That's like you'll stay in the city. She won't camp.
Cool.
Yeah.
You will have to eat your rations if you wish to sleep out there as a reminder. But yeah, okay. So do you want to do the Agora Taverna, or do you want to do the sort of like outskirts, kind of not great quality, but fine enough quality taverna.
I'll stay with Candybus and do the Agora Taverna.
Yeah.
Look at us, a couple of upper class individuals.
That's right.
Fair enough.
Can I try to find those? I want to see if I can find any of those revolution.
Okay, a little. You put on your hood, go wandering the streets. All right, fair enough. Let's
I
see.
posted other notes. I posted a pretty cool looking picture of Romulus minus the wreath and the panoply, but in the messenger chat.
Cool. Okay. My question to you is, how do you intend to go about finding these secret revolutionaries who make it their business to stay hidden?
Yeah. I think surely there's rumors of, spots you wouldn't go in the city, at risk of, running into these guys. If there isn't anything like that, then I would probably go to, a taverna or something like that and see if I could spot anyone that had a little bit more desperation in their mannerisms. Someone maybe being a bit guarded.
Okay. Make me this is definitely insight. Make me an insight check.
Points me in the direction of the nearest rabble rouser.
Yes.
I'll use inspiration for that.
You speak to the guard.
Yeah, that's like 3.
3. Yeah, you so yeah, you like, I was honestly gonna say that you fall into the issue of like where you're trying to find the shady guy. You absolutely look like the shady guy as you're like going into taverns, you're looking around. For one guy, you're like, "Excuse me, where can I speak to you, old man?" He goes, "Ah, go away." And you're just not barking up the right trees. You're like trying to get a good sense of people, and there does come a point where like guards start showing up in the taverns that you're at suspiciously, and you're like, okay, I'm drawing a little attention. You kind of,
I know what I'm doing.
All right.
Based on what I know about laws in this city, which probably isn't too.
Your mic is crazy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Got loose wire.
Loose wire in there somewhere.
Hello? Is it fine?
Better. It's getting.
It's only when you're like adjusting it. Here, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
I'm gonna be really still.
Yeah.
It's working.
Okay.
What is like a minor crime that you would be thrown in their equivalent of a jail for the night?
Oh, like probably like public intoxication, something disturbing the peace or something along those lines.
Got it. Okay. Then
Deal.
he will make it a point to appear absolutely shit-faced to the point where he's making people uncomfortable, bumping into people, maybe like getting some of the more aggressive types, like ready to fight and all this stuff.
Right.
Very much playing like this Oh, sorry. I, you're quite small. Very not good.
Are you actually getting drunk, or are you just putting on a show?
Putting on a show.
Maybe a performance check.
You got it.
I'm not gonna say I want you to roll another 3, but it would be kind of funny.
Yeah, true. Oh, okay.
Buddy. It might just not be your night.
I am. It hasn't been the past 2 sessions. Yeah, I just stabbed myself.
Jesus.
They're going to invent
Hey.
the pillory for you.
Yeah. For this one, keep in mind, dude, you've got all of these like divine favors and boons you work so hard to get. You know, they could be useful.
Sure, I'll spend that. I'll spend one of those.
Yeah, you can spend a favor if you want. I'm just like you can also like beforehand declare advantage based on one of the gods, right? But so I'll tell you what.
Oh, okay.
We'll say. Yeah, and it's got to be like a god that like it makes sense for too. Like you can't be doing Ares for.
It's gotta be Dionysus.
Yeah, Dionysus will probably be the way to go. How much favor you got with Dionysus?
I have no idea.
You got 1 favor with Dionysus. And I think that gives you the advantage. Small sign of favor, omens, dreams, whispers, divine intervention, once per session, minor way. Okay, so it's supposed to be declared before the roll, but
Yeah,
take
I
another
don't
roll,
remember
we'll
that
call it
stuff.
advantage for Dionysus.
Okay.
It's better. 13. Yeah, like 13. I mean, it's not hard to get yourself in trouble. I mean, it's not hard to burn a bridge.
Yep.
You're like, I think it's probably pretty obvious that you're like not drunk. Like you haven't drank anything, and the performance is pretty stupid, but you're still pissing people off, and you're bumping into them. You're like, oh, you're kind of small, huh? And in fairness, what did you say? You were 6'5"? What the fuck? You're like a foot taller than the average dude. So they're like, fuck you. And the guards come to you like, hey, stop it. For a 12, I will say that you managed to piss off enough people that, sure, you get thrown in a break for the night.
Cool. All right.
No, I'm right where I want them.
Okay. So, in the brig or whatnot, after processing and all this shit, who do I see in the same cell or in the adjacent cells?
Some other rabble-rousing dickheads, probably. Not to say that you're a dickhead, but just people who've been dickheads.
I am.
But yeah, okay. Great. I'll tell you what. There's like one guy who's like super cloaked up, like hooded up, like he's not wearing a cloak. They don't have cloaks back then, but his face is kind of covered, and he's sort of sitting in the back. He's a big, broader guy. There's some thin beggar-looking type. I don't know. And then there's like a couple of other dudes who, like, one of the guys is crying. So I'll say there's like 4 guys. There's like the big, broad, like hooded guy. There's like the string bean, like beggar-looking dude. And then there's these 2 guys who look like they were friends. One of them's like, "Oh man, my wife's gonna kill me," and the other's like, "You don't know the half of it." And the 2 of them are like genuinely freaking out over the situation.
Damn. Poor guys. I think he'll kind of walk over. I kind of picture the hooded guy like sitting on a bench in there, just kind of over in the corner. I think he'll go sit down on the bench, and he won't look at the guy. And he'll, in hushed tones, start. Hello, friend.
Hello.
What a night to be taken against your will. Am I right?
Better than sleeping on the streets.
Precisely my point. Have you seen the taverna costs?
Taxes in the city are insanity. People get thrown out of their homes.
Are they?
Oh, I'm sure you've seen it.
I'm fairly new to the city, sadly.
Well, maybe best to go back whichever way you came. This place is expensive and the people aren't that friendly.
Hmm. Have there been any other misdeeds of the government here?
They say that the king's punishments are growing more and more cruel.
Hmm.
There's tell you what, stranger. Seem like a nice enough fellow. I'll give you a hint. If you're really curious, go look around the market. Strange things being sold. Very strange things.
What kind of things?
People talk of all sorts of things, but the black market there, it's not what you'd expect, you know. Most cities, it's drugs or, you know, weapons. They're selling the strangest things there. Plants, herbs, things they say that are not safe. Strange things. Almost religious. Almost like they belong in the temple, but not quite. That's what they say.
Okay. I mean, if it's this bad in the city, I just wish that there was some person or some group that could do something about these injustices.
Well, they do talk about the, people are all talking about the sons of whatever their fucking names are. I called them. Come on, you fuckers, where'd you go?
Harmonious.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, stranger. Yes, over there in the corner. Yes, the Sons of Harmonious. Yes, you've probably heard about them. They're infamous around here. They want Krakop's head.
Really?
Oh, it's insane how things can change and how quickly too. Krakops was a great king, a wise king for the longest time. He's just recently just become something opposite of what he was.
Perhaps living all that time, while the life is everlasting, perhaps the mind is not.
What does that mean?
Well, I've heard that he's been around as long as the city has.
Oh, yes, no, of course. He's only grown, and as we all know, age only grows wisdom.
I suppose.
Very strange. Very strange. There's something wrong with the city. The people are uneasy, and the king has changed, but I can't help but feel like there's something beneath it all, like a rot in the seed in the heart of the city, you know?
Yeah.
What is this city coming to?
I don't know, but perhaps it is time for a change.
What do you mean by that? What kind of change? What, like what the sons say? Kill the king? Be very careful speaking like that. You're liable to get, well, not thrown in the brig.
No, I just feel that someone should look after the people's interests.
Well, they talk about, I don't know his name. Aegeus, that's it. Aegeus. Everyone looks to Aegeus to fix everything, but he's got his hands full, that guy.
Hmm.
Krokops did one thing right. I guess he chose a successor well enough. He seems to be doing a good enough job. Well, as good as one man can be expected to without any real power.
Perhaps the power of the people is in the mob.
I suppose so. The people seem to think as well enough. I'll give you one last thing. They say at the Drowned Festival tomorrow, people think there's going to be a riot.
Really?
Oh yeah. People think people are. Some say it's the Sons. Others say it's just general unrest, sort of like you say, the mob mind mentality kind of thing. People are just making plans to let their disfavor for the king be known. Riots never go well. People get killed, injured. Too bad there aren't any real heroes in the city.
Perhaps the gods will bless us so that no innocent lives will be lost.
Perhaps the justice of Zeus will come for Kripops, or the wisdom of Athena will find its way back into his thick skull.
Or the wrath of Ares.
Or the wrath of Ares. If you ask me, it seems more like Dionysus is having his way with this city. The people are going mad with frustration.
Sounds about right.
But yes, we will see which god prevails in this little challenge. If it is wisdom that'll prevail, or violence, or madness, or justice, we will have to wait and see.
Very well. You know how to hold on, let me get the name of the game right. What is it? I think it's dice or some shit.
You guys start playing dice in the corner, like prison dice, basically.
Yeah, what the where'd that be if it's from my background? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, dice. Yeah, it would be a dice set proficiency. So if anybody had dice, he would start playing with them in there.
Yeah, they probably took all of your amusement activities from you when they arrested you. Like, yeah, so going to prison, here's a deck of cards.
That's how that works, right?
Yeah, that's how that works, right?
I got a rock with 3 flat sides.
That'll do.
So yeah, you're probably in there for the night, just chilling. The hooded guy just kind of, leans against the wall, falls asleep. That made me tired. I don't know why I did that. And the other guy's like, "Oh fuck, your wife's cut my fucking dick off, bro." He goes, "Dude, calm down. What the fuck?" That one guy's freaking out. He's like, "Dude, you're crashing out. Calm down." And eventually, everybody, the night sort of moves on. But turning back around, Dolion, where did you decide to sleep, my friend?
Yeah, outside the town.
Ah, yes, you're under the stars. Are you proficient with survival?
No.
No, understood. Okay. Just check. Yeah, you find a place to, rest your head. Sounds like the party's made like a little secondary camp outside the city. You're not alone. It's not like just like you guys leave the city and have your own little private like little under the stars or whatever. Like the city's surrounded by farmland, for one. So if you're camping somewhere, you're probably camping on someone's farm. And you're not alone. You probably bump into a number of people who are, squatting little campfires like in farmers' fields, people getting run off by guards and so on and so forth. So it's like not like a peaceful camping trip. It's like you're hiding out on somebody's property is what's going on. And you guys eventually find a place to settle into. Maybe you find like maybe in a large grain field or something of the like, you kind of find a place to settle in with other people who are kind of like homeless or not able to afford the taxes of the taverns, and find a little like, I don't want to say a caravan, but a little camping spot with some other people perhaps. Cool. But Dolion, you will rest, and as you pray to Hermes, you are perhaps going to have a vision yourself in your dreams. It was largely made apparent by Zeus that the demigods will speak with those gods that favor them through the powers of Morpheus, through the powers of dreams, and that is exactly what you will do. Your dream will happen on the road. Most people go to like the sanctuary of whatever god it may be, but Hermes' place is on the road, the place of travel, and you find yourself just walking down the road as you have always done throughout your life, and sort of walking beside you with a bit of a extra skip in his step, of somebody who's not used to walking so slowly and always has places to go, sort of with a little bit extra energy in his walk, like he's ready to take off, but nonetheless walks alongside you. You are going to see the wide silver helm with wings attached to them, the sandal boots of Hermes with their wing boots attached to them, and indeed standing head and shoulders above you will be the curly blonde-haired locks of your father, Hermes. I'll say, Dolion! Good to see you. I made a handsome child, didn't I? I'm proud of myself. You prayed to me. You bled a little birdie on my shrine. What is it that you wanted again? You wanted to know if the gods are pissed off. Isn't that right?
That's right. As we're walking, as we continue to walk, I'll give kind of like a moving bow to show respect, and say, Father, it's great to see you again. My concern was there seems to be something odd going on here, and I'm just wondering if the king of this city has found disfavor with any of your brothers and sisters.
Oh, of course. I mean, that's how it works, right? You have favor with one god, you're hated by the other, That's right. Nobody up top is, like, particularly pissed, though. I mean, like, usual amount of pissed. You know what I mean. Let's see here. The gods are kind of watching to see what will happen, I've found. They're, like, not really sure what to do about it. I know Athena was really into Krakops, and kind of still is, but she's not sure what his fucking problem is lately. In all honesty, he's just been really acting out of the ordinary lately. Zeus is, he always has his eyes on the kings of the land. Krakops is certainly an unusual one, and it's kind of let that be because Athena's got her eye on it, and you know how they get along. Little kid. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Let's see here. Who else? I think Poseidon's watching pretty closely. He seems pretty interested in Krakops. maybe trying to expand his domain. You know, it's a pretty prevalent city side or a waterside city, so naturally he's kind of got his eye on it. He doesn't care about Krekops himself. Who's pissed at him though? Let me think. You know, Hera's one that complain, so she's probably been complaining a little bit.
May I ask, has he always been half man, half serpent, or was that one of your doing?
Shit, I should have thought about this. That's awesome. No, that wasn't me. I didn't turn him into a snake. As far as I know, I mean, I never really looked into that. I'm sure someone was responsible for it. I just don't know. Probably Apollo. At the end of the day, he loves snakes. He's really into snakes. He killed Python, and ever since then, he's just like, I don't know. Love that guy. No, I didn't turn him into a snake. He kind of just appeared that way at Krekops and kind of took over, and he's been talking with different gods and whatever, especially Athena. The two of them really tight for a while there, but he's kind of locked himself away now. So I'm sure the gods seem to be on the move. That's probably why you're there. Yeah, I definitely didn't make sure that you were kind of pointed in that direction. That'd be crazy.
Well, I will do my best then to find out what is going on here, and I will certainly let you know, so you may pass it along to your brothers and sisters.
Oh, absolutely. Zeus, I'm sure, would be entertained to hear about that. Athena would love to know what the hell's going on. She's been scratching her brain about it. You never see Athena scratching her brain, fucking know it all. I mean, don't tell her that. Yeah, no, I think all the gods just like got their eyes just plastered on Krekops to see what the hell is going on. And hey, if you and these other guys are all there, I'm sure the gods have sort of, nudged things along to try and sort of, poke the snake, see what happens, right?
It must be something particularly interesting if so many gods have their gaze on this town.
Oh, sure. I mean, Krekops, like, super favored, like, divinely favored. I mean, like, Minos is up here, right? Minos, like, Zeus and them have a fucking powwow every week, right? But, like, Krekops, I mean, regularly, like, spoke about wisdom and philosophy and law and shit with Athena, which is pretty big. So, yeah, he's pretty big up there. He's pretty divinely watched after, and now he's, I mean, I used to hang out with him. He was a cool guy for a minute there. I mean, a little stiff, I'll be honest. But, yeah, he's just changed.
If I may ask one final question of you, would any of the gods be particularly angry if he was no longer the king here?
I think Athena would be... I think she'd be upset, but I think she'd understand. I mean, nobody likes a tyrant, Zeus least of all, and getting rid of a tyrant's just going to please Zeus, so... I don't think anyone would be pissed off if he was killed, but I think Athena would prefer to understand what's changed in him, where all his fears come from, where all his cruelty has come from. She's all about understanding, taking an hour to fucking analyze everything, so... But I don't think anyone would be pissed off.
We'll certainly proceed with caution, but I greatly appreciate you taking the time to speak with me.
Of course, you're my little guy. You're my son, my boy. I gotta hang out with you. And listen, messengers, right? We gotta pass the word along, And I love the gossip. Wait, come on, what's going on with these guys? Is there something you can pass along to me that I can share about? What about Candybus? I heard you won't let her. Hephaestus has had it out for him.
I've only just met them, so I'm not quite sure about that yet, but everyone seems to be, I don't know, very much like their forebear. Their aspects are, it's quite obvious when you meet them which godly parent they have.
I see.
So far, though, I think the things that they have done that I've heard of have all been for the glory of the gods. So they seem to be pious and worthy of the gods' favor.
Oh yeah, the favor they got going for themselves. Oh man, they're the most talked after people up on Mount Olympus. Everyone's got their eyes on this party, I'm telling you. Well, Listen, you want to get a little Poseidon flavor. Tomorrow's the day. I mean, they got the Drown Festival going on in Athens. It's representing him. You know, you do well there. Maybe if Poseidon will be like, thumbs up.
I'll keep that in mind, and should anything interesting happen within the group, you'll be the first person to know.
Oh, great. I love a story. I love a tale to tell. All right. Well, you get your beauty trance. And I got some things to do. So, it's been good chatting.
Thank you.
And then in a gust of wind that almost knocks you off your feet, he is no longer there as the wind just blasts past him, and he moves faster than the eye can see away to whatever message he has to deliver next. With that, yeah, Thrasius, you spent an offering. You, Thrasius, actually, this is the first time you've been in the sanctuary of Athena. Hermes doesn't have a sanctuary. He's a god of the road, but Athena most certainly does. Thrasius, you find yourself standing in the bottom of this massive multi-tiered library. It goes up and on seemingly forever. And it's just like a long spiraling staircase that comes all the way to the bottom where you stand, filled with books, relics, scrolls, artifacts, stone slabs, weapons, all manner of things. And coming down the stairs, you're going to see, again, head and shoulders over you, not bearing a helmet, not bearing a spear, or a shield or anything of any kind. Just simply dressed in her sort of white usual garb is the war god Athena as she walks down. Says, Thyia.
Magnificent library, my lady.
It is. It is. Apollo would complain that his is probably better, but, well, depends what you're looking for.
I've arrived in the city of Croposis. Is that how it says, Ryan? Croposis?
Crocopia.
Crocopia. In the city of Crocopia. The king was been called a tyrant, and he has armed soldiers marching, masked soldiers marching the streets, and feels the city is near riots. What has led the city to be like this?
I do not know. I have had a great deal of attention on the king, on Krakops. We've talked much. He is very wise. He knows the philosophies of the world. He's a great maker of laws, one to even rival Minos, I dare say. He is, I suppose was, a magnificent and worthy leader of his people, but this last year has changed him in a way that troubles me, and in ways I don't fully understand. Which is good that you're there to help me understand.
You don't have the faintest idea why he's changed.
There was no variables to consider, fortunately. Ever since his change, he has locked himself away. He does not commune or dine with the gods as he used to. I have not spoken to him in nearly a year now. He has hid himself away in his cruelty and his betrayal of his own ideals. It makes very little sense to me. It could be anything.
Is there a way to guarantee how I might meet him personally and discover what ails him?
This is a question I would pose back around to you, Thrasius. Knowledge gained is better than knowledge given. So tell me, how do you find yourself in the company of one who is paranoid and one who is cruel and closed off from the world?
Bring him the prize of an enemy he wants dead.
Excellent. Indeed, bribery and deceit is a powerful skill. It's a powerful tool.
How long? So simply marching up there and declaring myself your champion would not be enough.
If this king is not willing to speak with me myself, I don't imagine speaking with one with my blood would grant you much power thereafter. And marching upon the palace, I will tell you this. He is not a fool king, despite his changes. A frontal assault with just you and your party would be foolishness. You'd be outnumbered and overwhelmed, skilled though you are.
Are there any within his castle he does trust, who I might appeal to?
That is, again, something I would leave to you. It is not my intention to spoon-feed you. Thrasius, you are capable and wise in your own rights. Allow yourself to be.
Very well. Before I leave, might I ask one last question?
Of course.
How long has he been, well, fought serpents?
As long as memory holds him.
Thank you, Lady Athena.
Trust in your wisdom, Thrasius. You haven't. Do not feel the need to answer questions you know the answers to. I know you know what to do. I will be watching. This king may be very important. I have fostered his knowledge and his wisdom for a long time. I would not see it wasted sparingly, but I'm sure many of my siblings and family would disagree.
If he did fall, I'll try my best to dissuade him from his path, the path he is on.
If he fell, I'm sure many on the Mount Olympus would be happy. But the easiest route is largely not the right route.
Thank you, Lady Athena.
Very well,
And,
my son.
And I will depart in dreams.
Okay. With that, you may all arise the next morning on your various states. Some of you sore. Maybe you were sleeping on a big chunk of barley. A little wrong. But you're a demigod, so you don't give a shit. You throw it over your shoulder because your body's perfect. And some of you wake up in very nice accommodations, overpriced though they may be. Stretch. If you want to eat food here, you can probably do it for gold, but you can probably find cheaper somewhere in the market for a silver. As some of you know, today is the day of the Drowned Festival, and early in the morning, long before you all wake up, Romulus, you find yourself walking out of the brig. Probably had the shittiest sleep, because you probably slept on a stone floor. With all your gear, like, in your hands. And, like, just don't do whatever you were doing again. Don't make us come find you.
Yes, great defender. I shall change my ways and be a better citizen of this city.
Good. Oh, almost never works. Yeah, he doesn't. I knew that the currently installed rehabilitation of jailing is a successful way of rehabilitating criminals. It seems that they were right.
Little did he know.
Yes, incarcerating violent criminals and other fools is definitely the way to go. Proof it works. Right here.
Changed man right there.
He's gonna do better things. This guy's gonna... If you go and, like, you do whatever you're gonna do here in the city, he's gonna be like, that was me, man. I arrested him, I locked him up, he became a revolutionary, he saved the city.
I'm a hero.
Look at him, he's the king
I am
now.
a hero.
Let it be known, the jailing system works.
Oh, fuck.
You know, it would be better if we started putting them to work, actually. The jail citizens. Make some money off it.
Free labor.
Free labor. Just like the slaves.
Excellent idea.
Anyway, he lets you go. Surprised the rehabilitation worked. As they would call it.
Mhm.
The punishment system, penal system works. But anyway, you walk out into the streets. You maybe find your way to the taverna with your friends. You know, you're fine. You're demigod. Your body isn't like, you don't worry about the mortal concerns of like morning soreness or back pain. You walk into the tavern, like $1 million. All of the other guys came out of there like, you know, but you're like, you walk out and you enter into the taverna, and then there you'd probably see Vasaliki and Candybus sort of quiet, yes, having a little breakfast for a gold apiece if you want to eat here, or 5 silver in the market if you want to get something sort of out of a nice stall. And you
Do
can
I
see
look broke?
No, you don't. My apologies. And you will see that the festival, the Drowned Festival, is being prepared for this first year.
Is there like a basin in the taverna with like water or whatever?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
He like finishes putting on his stuff. I gotta be very careful with my head. And he'll kind of go over, finish like tying his stuff on, and he kind of like bends over the basin, takes some water in his hand, and just runs it through his hair.
So people go, woo! All of a sudden, like, woo! People faint.
Vasaliki, Candybus. Is the rest of the party still sleeping?
Presumably. They said they were going out of town to sleep. Too expensive.
Oh, well, that I can agree with. Not all of us can be princes of, you know, a divine sanctioned rule, but
Hey, I'm not a prince anymore. Doesn't mean I can't treat myself like one.
right. I mean, what could someone possibly do with a small loan of 500 septims? I don't know. Or, excuse me. Dinar or drachma.
Drachma, there it is. Yeah.
But yeah. I am just teasing, Candybus. Well, since you both are here, and he'll go and sit at the table, probably steal one of your bread.
Breads.
Yeah.
I was eating that.
Oh, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You know
Candybus,
that
you're going to take exhaustion today because you didn't get your bread back.
you know
Guess
they
I'll
say
pay
this
another
makes you
gold
fat.
piece. Pay a
Yeah,
gold
it-
piece, all they give you is bread. It's crazy.
Yes, it would seem that that sentiment runs rampant with the people of this great city. I was able to gain some information last night. It would seem that, and he kind of looks around and kind of gets a little closer at the table. It would seem that the festival, it would seem that there is a riot going to happen.
A planned riot?
It would seem,
Scandalous.
indeed. I don't know what we should do in response to knowing this information, but it will probably give us a very good foot in the door. We don't know what doors are.
Foot in the curtains.
Indeed. If we can quell the riot, then perhaps get audience with the king himself.
We can certainly try, but from what I heard, he's very reclusive. especially these days.
Yes, it seems to be a recurring thing that he was not always as unjust as he seems to be.
I have heard this.
I don't know.
You think some other independent force or entity has taken control of him?
Possibly. I mean, the older you are, the more your brain, I don't know what a brain is, the more your mind tends to go.
Don't tell that to the gods.
They're like energy beings or some shit. I'm sure it doesn't apply most of the time. Or we could use this opportunity to start the revolution on the mad pirate.
A revolution, you say? We're here one day and you want to start a revolution?
Not so sure we have all the information we need to make that decision quite yet.
We do not.
But I like where your head's at.
Don't think I don't see you eyeing the crown.
At this point, we'll say that Thyia and Dolion. Thrasius, where did you sleep?
Outside with Thyia.
All right, so the three of you awoke to the sound of, "Hey, get off my field! Get out of here! Get out of here, all you homeless people! Holy fuck, a minotaur!" And then they ran for the hills. And then you guys got into the city. Yeah.
I don't know if it would matter at all, but Thyia is proficient in survival and in nature, so I was hoping we could maybe find a place that was little enough out of way that it would not anger people. I mean, I am big bitch, and I am with Minotaur. Like, it is going to scare the people when they come to kick us off the property.
You'd have to travel like decently out of town to do so, because there's like they're spanning farmlands, right? The more farmland, the better for a city. So
You gotta find a farm with a similar looking bull.
So yeah, it's a little tough, unfortunately. But yeah. But because of the survival, you guys are able to like live out in some guy's field. But yeah, you guys, they're run off at the sight of a minotaur standing up as they're trying to beckon you out of their fields. And at this point, we'll say Thrasius, Thyia, and my thing's in the way, Dolion arrive at the taverna and take more of Candybus's bread.
Good. I commuted with Athena last night.
Wow, what'd she have to say?
Cacopus was a good ruler up until, and he frequently talked with Athena up until a year ago. Because apparently it was very sudden, and something changed in him. Even Athena does not know what. He does not commune with any of the gods.
I received much the same information from Hermes last night as well. And this place, and this king, has the attention of many of the gods. Many are interested in what will happen here. I was also told that there may be an opportunity to gain favor with Poseidon today. Something to do with the festival, perhaps.
How so?
That was, the way the gods like to speak. They give you a hint. They don't want to ever give you the answer.
It is nice to have a little bit of heads up that maybe we can do something to make us happy. He's not always happy. It might be nice to have little credit with him. Yes.
Unless, of course, that's where the riot's happening.
Riots. What riots?
Oh, I apologize. It would seem that word on the street is that there will be a riot today during the festival.
Well, one would think that Poseidon would prefer that a festival dedicated to him have no interruption.
Perhaps that is it. Then, if we quell the rebellion like the staunch defenders of the Pantheon that we all are, then perhaps we will gain favor with the god
God.
Poseidon.
I think while
The
it is
god. You want to go or should I go?
I was just going to say that I think while it is good to think of all these things, we will probably be making decisions on split second as we have context in the moment. Because right now it's like, it could be this, it could be that, and it could be anything until we actually know what the thing is, and that is when we will be making decisions. And it will be like poof, and then we will be going, and who knows what will happen. It is how we do things.
Well, I mean, you are absolutely correct, but the fact that we have the knowledge that this series of events could unfold as stated, it gives us a strategic advantage to be able to place ourselves in the most beneficial location and employ certain tactics. Thrasius, sorry.
The god of the sea may not be the only one we might appease this day. The best way to reassure a paranoid king might be to put down a threat to his rule. I'm not yet convinced that Cacopus may be the exact tyrant others speak of him as. Something has clearly happened with him. It seems to be very sudden. I do not think he is this scheming, power-hungry worm like Zethus was. And it's worth saying, if something has influenced Cacopus's mind, and we do not find it, then who's to say it does not influence the next king that comes along after Cacopus if he is overthrown?
That is very true. Hermes gave much the same information, that Cacopus has become very paranoid in the last year, and will not meet with anyone, and including the gods. But perhaps the best way to get the favor of one who is paranoid is to offer a solution to that which he is worried about.
Yes. We'll show ourselves to be staunch defenders that will ease his paranoia.
I guess we must first discover what it is that he is concerned about, and that may be a harder task than we realize.
Indeed.
Maybe not necessarily. We may not be able to gain audience with the King Cacopus himself, but we may be able to speak to his successor, Aegeus. He seems to be a little more open for discussion.
Perhaps he could tell us what is happening. He is closer to situation.
If anyone would know, it should be him.
We should we should go talk to this man then. Do you know how to get hold of him? You always know how to get hold of him.
Please. I can find
I'm sorry,
him.
stupid question.
I had a lengthy conversation with his wife in the Agora the other day.
I am amazed. I am truly amazed.
Oh, shit. Some things just work out perfectly.
Oh boy. And a thing to note, he does seem to be quite popular with the people. seems he is doing as much with the limited amount of influence that he has as the chosen successor of the king.
Well, you love to see it.
When is the Poseidon festival today?
I believe so. They're setting up in the Agora.
I mean, is it this morning? Is it this afternoon? Is it the evening?
I don't know.
It's a 3-day festival.
Does anyone know his sacred animal for like sacrifice to make offer?
Probably horse.
Or fish.
Are you sure? Because it is he made the horses. I don't think you would like that. But maybe a fish of some kind, like a big mighty fish.
A
You
seahorse.
can't go wrong with
That's
a bull.
it.
What the fuck is a seahorse?
I don't
think
know.
it's a
horse
it's
of the
a-
sea.
One.
I would guess it's a horse that runs on water.
A horse made of water.
That's just silly.
You
Right.
should maybe go to temple and find out.
This Aegeus might be. Candybus's talk of
Would
this
know.
Aegeus
You are so right.
sounds-
Yes, this man would know. Let us go see this man that Candybus knows.
Or the man whose wife he knows.
Yeah,
Quite-
either or. I'd love to
quite
have
well.
another
Potato.
discussion
No.
with her.
He knows many men's wives.
Yeah, a few gods' wives too.
Yeah.
No,
Very
many
intimate.
wives, many wives' husbands as well.
we listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge.
I'm
You
just,
can judge a little,
I'm just,
probably.
I'm just stating.
Thrasius listens, but he does judge.
As long as you're listening, that's all I care about.
No judgment for me. It's always the most beautiful person you've ever seen.
Exactly. I've been saying this.
Game recognized game. I think they say.
My past is a little interesting as well.
Is it?
I'm trying to give it up, but it's harder than one would think.
Scandalous.
It's hard to give it up.
Where are you from, Dolion?
Delos.
Ilos.
Yeah, you know that place.
Yeah, right.
One of the many islands.
Okay.
Well, I would say that is where I'm most recently from.
Oh. A checkered
not-
past?
I was not born there.
Interesting. But you spent your youth there.
Most of my life up to now. Well, most of my life up until I was about 20 or so. There. And then I've been traveling and plying my trade since then.
If you
Me
don't,
too.
yes, he has. If you don't mind me asking, where were you born then?
All I really remember is being left in the woods somewhere. Don't quite remember. I was found, taken to Delos.
Can I do an insight check?
Yep. About what, actually?
I want to see if this is a made up story
Oh, gotcha.
or if he's legitimately confused as to his birth and his origin.
This guy's stringing me along. You should
Dolion,
know where he was born. He was there.
Roll, roll me a persuasion or deception check, please. Just send to me privately which it was and what the roll was.
Okay.
And Romulus, roll an insight check.
It all comes back around, boys, like Beyonce said.
It all comes back around, boys.
Yeah.
Okay. I just don't know. I don't know much about Beyonce quotes.
Oh. What goes around comes back around. Yeah, my baby. Yeah, that one.
You should do karaoke night, Brandon.
I've always wanted to. I've never done it.
Sariah loves karaoke. I know she does.
Dude, if I ever come to Canada, it's gonna be a fucking
it's gonna go
rager.
crazy.
I know a place in Baltimore on Friday nights. I'll
This sounds like
hook
we're
you
gonna
up.
drive to Baltimore. What did you get there, Romulos?
A natural 20 for a total of 21.
Dolion is acting like remarkably mysterious for some reason, and you're like, why? Like, what? Like Delos? Like, yeah, it's an island. Okay. Yeah, and I was left somewhere in the woods. Who knows why? And then I was taken somewhere else. And you're like, you recognize that, like, that would make anyone feel like there's deception in there. But you kind of cut through it and, like, I don't know, I'm just adding flavor to it. But correct me if I'm wrong there, Dolion. But, like, maybe you're realizing that, like, maybe trying to put it on for the group, or it's just the way they talk or whatever it is, and you're able to cut through and realize that, like, maybe not doing the best job to just be honest and not seem deceitful, but you do cut through it. You're pretty sure that they're being honest with that role.
Okay.
Yeah.
He kind of does a very quick squint at Dolion as he realizes this, and
How do you do a quick squint? Do it for me. I want to see that. Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha.
I keep doing it.
well, you have traveled far, Dolion.
Yes, it's all around. After I do what I do, I don't like to stick around for very long. It can be, I should say, unhospitable.
Don't I know it? Well, perhaps we will see if all that traveling has taught you a thing or two.
I hope it has.
All right, Aegeus, everyone.
I'll lead the way.
I'm sure you will.
All right. Where are you going?
If I'm not mistaken, Adia, is that her name?
Medea.
Medea. Like
I'm
like
making
Tyler
handouts
Perry.
Sure.
She told me where they stayed.
Yeah, she would tell you. So you could go there if you want to.
Yeah.
I'm making handouts of these important mortal characters. I've been doing all these handouts that kind of fell off of it, so give me a second. Thyia was the Y of some of the important people you run into anyway. So those are up on Roll20 now. There is, as we're throwing it up there. Oh no, no, Callie, don't. Hang on. Ah, shit. There. All right. Sorry, you're going to go see Medea. All right, excellent. You come to one of the nicer homes in the city. There's a cool name for it, a cool ancient Greek name for it, but it's basically like the equivalent of like, it's a villa. Excuse me. It's a Greek villa, so it's very nice, and you're welcome inside. And you're like, I'm the lips of desire. And you're like, oh, come in, you're expected. And you walk inside, and it is very nice. There's like an open initial foyer with the open roof, so that the rainwater might pour down into the sort of basin at the bottom. Very tasteful courtyard. And coming through, you are going to see Medea, the wife of Aegeus, coming through in a beautiful red dress. She's going to say, Candybus. She's gonna walk in, kiss either cheek, which is the custom. Maybe a little familiar, but not too crazy. And she'll say, I see you have brought such interesting company for me. These are all of your friends.
Indeed they are. Demigods, each and every one of them.
A pleasure to meet you all. My name is Medea. I am the wife of Aegeus, who is the heir apparent here in Cracopia. Please be welcome in his home. He is out today, tending to the festivals. I'm surprised that you are all not at the festivities yourselves.
Oh, well, perhaps we'll make our way over there because we came to speak with him. We hope to get a little more insight in what has happened to Crocopus over the last year.
Oh, I admit I'm embarrassed. I thought you would have came for my company, Candybus.
I mean, while I'm here.
It's good to see you again. Sorry, what were we... Oh, my husband. Yes, of course you wish to speak to him. Like I said, you could probably find him. Oh, I don't know. Ask around the Agora. I'm sure he won't be as hard to find. Which is where the festival is taking place anyway.
This is good news. Good to hear he's readily available to speak to. How about yourself? How are you spending this day?
Oh, I don't have a mind for such festivities, unfortunately. I have some friends from out of town in today, and I thought I'd entertain them. Besides, the city has grown, shall we say, unruly in large groups. Plus, my husband thought it would be safer if I stayed home. So, being the dutiful wife that I am, I will keep myself safe.
Why do you think it'd be safer for you to stay here?
Ma, Minotaur. I had not heard that you had one in your company, Candybus. How beastly.
It is true, but he's quite civilized if you give him the chance.
I see. Well then, welcome. What is your name?
I am Thrasius, emissary of Athena.
My. Titles and all. I apologize. What was your question? I was shocked by your stature.
Why did your husband feel that it would be safer for you to stay at home today?
Well, there are rumors of unruliness. Some say that the people are going to riot as they do from time to time, and others think that the Sons of Harmonious might even try and incite one, if not make some kind of move on the city guard. I cannot be sure, but it is probably safer to stay home. And besides, this is Cracopia. We women aren't really allowed to go out and socialize without our husband on our arm, and my husband's far too busy to attend me.
Do I believe what she says, Ryan?
Make a insight check.
27.
27. No. I mean, you do believe that, like, she was told to stay home. That it's safer to stay home. That seems very in line with how women are kind of treated in ancient Greece. Very pretty things to be protected. But you don't think, like, she's staying home because she's a dutiful wife. She probably is happy to stay home for other reasons, but you don't think she's actually scared of kind of riot or anything. She's playing the housewife, but you don't think that's her real persona.
Nice. Do I guess the sense she's happy about something's gonna happen?
Oh, like she's happy about the riot? No, I don't think so.
Okay.
She's just indifferent to the riot. She doesn't seem scared of it or worried of it. Like, she probably, if she really wanted to, she'd, like, or had a reason to, she'd probably go out in the middle of one. She seems to be more ballsy than most women are. Most civilian women, anyway. Present demigods notwithstanding.
I love a woman with balls.
He goes, oh, Candybus, I have some bad news for you about that.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh. Thank you.
No, it wasn't about me. It was about the fact that those were probably not women.
What? Nonsense. Where's your sense of adventure?
Well, who can compare it to the adventurous virality of Candybus, the Lips of Desire? Who can say? Son of Aphrodite, lover of Aphrodite. Who can say? She looks at you, Romulus, as you make that little eye gesture. Goes, I don't think we've had the chance to meet.
No. Does it look like she's putting her hand out to like be, you know?
Sure.
I am. He'll like take her hand. He'll like close his hand around it and look at her. My name is Romulus. We have not had the chance to meet.
Ah, Romulus. The spear of Ares, they say. Blood-drenched warrior of your father. I admit, you seem more mild-mannered than I'd expect, and shorter. And she kind of smiles with like you're fucking 6'6", like she's joking.
Yeah. My father and I have differing opinions on how to deal with certain situations. I think he respects my alternative approach.
Your alternative approach, which is?
Now that would be telling, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. Very well, continue with your mysteries, son of Ares. Well, Yudo sounds like you have a very busy day of not getting trampled by the city civilians and going to find my husband. If you see him, send him my love.
Surely. That's what I spend all day doing.
Loving my husband? Candybus?
Sending love.
Ah, I understand. Very well. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you all. I got to know maybe like half of you. Maybe I'll meet the other half some other time.
We won't be strangers.
Good. It's not often I get such interesting guests. Now, I really must be going. I do have guests of my own. Have a lovely festival. As much as you can, anyway. And she'll meander away. And just before Romulus gets too suspicious, she just said there's going to be a riot. There's probably going to be a riot. That's what she was most certainly referring to.
Okay, cool.
Do we see her guests that are coming?
No, she goes deeper back into the house. You guys were kind of in the foyer, quote unquote.
Well,
All right. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
It sounds like we need to get going.
Surely, got a lot of daylight to burning.
The festival of the Agora is bound to have begun by now. If that's where the riot will start, that's where we'll need to be to stop it.
Or participate.
Valid point. Valid.
Just
Down the street we go to
do-
the garden.
and he'll just say to Candybus as we're on our way there, do not call up that which you cannot put down, Candybus.
Please, I know what I'm doing.
Insight check. Does he actually know what he's doing?
Oh my god. You have no idea. You have no idea, Thrasius. You have no idea.
Okay.
Neither do I.
That's the hard part about doing insight rolls on Candybus.
The good.
Not even he knows, so how could you?
I will share on my way there. I do have a way of calming people down if we need to, if it comes to that.
Quite useful.
So do I.
What about making emotions stronger? Huh?
You just slap Well, that's just slapping someone in the face. That should work.
As we're leaving Medea's, I'd like to kind of catch Romulus's eye and um, have him walk with me kind of a few steps behind everyone and say, didn't mean to sound deceitful when you asked me about my background. It's just that I have to be quite careful. I am the son of an Amazon, and we travel with one.
He does laugh. Like he chuckles a bit when you say that. It's like, are you?
And as we are traveling with one, I'd prefer that not be made public.
Well, don't tell anyone. And he'll point to Vasaliki. That's my mortal-born sister.
Does she know?
I don't know. It's quite scandalous for a male Valinar elf to be born to the Grand Queen of the Amazons.
Indeed. I'm not of royal blood myself, but still, the life that we are bade to live, if we are brought back into the fold, is not one that I would choose.
Yes, they view us more as little more than meat to further the population.
Perhaps our friend Candybus might enjoy that, but that is not to my
He
not to my
does,
preference.
and he has on many occasions.
So you can see why I was guarded in my answers to you earlier.
Yes. I was fucking with you. The whole party knows that I am related to Vasaliki. I'm also related to Thyia on the god side.
Oh.
Let's not get too into this. Let's not go too deep into who's related to who. Trust me.
Yeah, it's a difficult conversation.
Yes, the families of the gods are vast and intertwined.
Indeed, they are.
No joke, Candybus, about being intertwined. Nothing from over there.
We're in the back, although he does have heightened senses whenever you're talking about anything sexual innuendos.
Yeah, I don't know what they're saying, but my ears are burning.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the general noise of the agora and the festival is enough to keep our conversation private, but I didn't want you to think that I was being dishonest. I just was protecting myself.
I fully understand. And I appreciate you coming to me and being forthcoming about that information.
I'm new to your group and I don't want to cause any problems.
Oh, you can't cause any more problems than many of us have already caused.
Well, cause problems within the group. I'm all for causing problems with anyone else.
You will go far here, Dolion.
And then with that, I think we can rejoin the group.
Good to go, brother.
Excellent. All right, rejoin the group. You find your way into the agora, where you can see, like I said, the Drowned Festival is in full swing. Where there is lots of people selling wares, lots of like bounty from the sea. There is like a big statue has been put up of Poseidon. Nothing that's like been carved of marble. No, nothing carved of marble or anything like, but definitely like iconography of Poseidon, crafts to represent Poseidon, the sea, creatures of the sea. And it is in part a way of worshipping or sort of like grieving those sailors who died on the sea, to Poseidon's wrath. and also sort of acknowledging the power of Poseidon and the dangers it holds. And this place is sort of meant to show reverence and fear before the destroyer god. And that's kind of generally what's featured. Some people here come in mourning in black to represent that they might have had a husband or a father who died on the seas. And there are priests about. There are priests bearing blue robes. There are little like wood carved little tridents being sold by vendors, and holy symbols and emblems and such being sold, and rites involving seawater being sold, and it's a grand little festival. And while definitely it's very nice, definitely as you go into the market, you can feel as concentrated as ever this like overarching frustration where people are like, some people are kind of like enjoying the festival, but you can tell there's a lot of people who are like standing in large groups, like talking with heated expression, frustration, other people like meandering around. There's a lot of hot-blooded individuals around here, and you can tell that there's sort of that, and the guards are all necessarily surrounding the edges of the agora, which is a necessary precaution, but nonetheless heightening all of the feelings going on around here. So everything definitely feels like that like uncomfortable like razor's edge of like things could go either way, some violence. It wouldn't take much to instigate things one way or another. And when we come back next session, we'll see if we have any instigators in the party, if we have any peacemakers in the party, and if there's anything additional that will be revealed about the situation here in Crocopia. I do want to assure you, don't worry, there are combat opportunities planned. I know we haven't had as much combat as I've had. In fact, the dice would just roll random encounters. You guys could have so much cool combat, but it doesn't want it.
They're all scared of us. The dice are scared of us. We're too powerful.
I guess so. But I assure you, I have plenty of combat planned for Crocopia. And I think it's going to be cool. It's going to be a cool arc. I've been building up to this more than Thieves. But we'll see how things go next session and what you guys decide to do. Keep in mind, you do have a pretty powerful seer with you who might be able to reveal some of what is prophesized to happen around here. Might influence your decisions.
Oh, yeah, do you know where we left him?
Yeah, he's in the brig. That was the guy Romulos was talking to.
We need to go find him now. Should we go find him?
It wasn't actually, right?
He's blind,
No,
right? So-
no.
Okay.
Y'all, it was a great session. It was so great to kind of have a whole group of us. That was awesome. I can't wait till next week. I got to get, because I got another game and I got to do some stuff before then. So bye.
Same here, guys. I'm going to take off, but we'll catch you up next week.
Real quick.
Yeah,
Is this
yeah.
a coastal city?
Yeah, it's Coastal City.
Okay, cool. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah,
Yeah, we should have talked to the seer earlier.
yeah, you can talk to him next session. You got plenty of time.
Okay, we got time.
Later, and welcome to the game, my friend. Welcome to the game.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, my
good playing
fellow
with you,
elven
Jeremy.
brother.
Yeah.
Ryan,
See you
next time,
week.
just make sure if the dice say no combat, just roll again next time when we're traveling.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair
Just
enough.
pick your favorite. That's what that
Yeah,
means.
that's right. No, actually, combat. Never mind. All right, take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thank
See ya.
you.